At the northern end of the Sword Coast, nestled in between the sea of moving ice, the spine of the World Mountain Range, and the Raghead Glacier lies Icewind Dale. Trapped in a perpetual winter, ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world exceedingly treacherous, and this land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears over the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most Dale residents blame Oril, the Frostmaiden, the god of winter's wrath. The shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night is said to be her doing a potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. Dale folk live in a scattering of settlements known as 10 towns. The drop-off in caravans coming from the south and traveling between settlements in this never-ending winter has left everyone feeling isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frostmaiden with sacrifices of one kind or another, no respite from winter's fury seems forthcoming. For adventurers such as yourself, 10 Town is the place to test one's mettle and, in the spirit of heroes who have come before, leave one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. And now, our adventure begins.
And welcome to Dice Night, Episode 1. Entering Icewind. Welcome to Icewind. Hi, I'm the host, Casey Cole, and Dungeon Master, here with my friends. As you see me, we are a group of longtime friends playing D&D and running Icewind Dale. And to start, if you ever get interested in what we've done, we have a session 0, but we're going to kind of introduce everybody by their character, but a quick introduction from everybody to Sean. Why don't you introduce yourself first and let everybody know who you are tonight before we get really going?
Am I introducing my human self or
your human self? Your human self, and name your character. Don't describe him. Human self, name your character.
My name is Sean, also known as Spool for people that don't like Sean, and then also my character's name is Brack Osprey. He's a sea elf, and he is a rogue. Right? I keep wanting to call him thieves, but he's not a thief. He's a rogue. And yeah.
Maybe a pirate?
Maybe. He's not level 3 yet, so no, he is a pirate. He has pirate kind of background.
Okay. Nice. To the side of him on my screen, Meech, if you please introduce yourself to the group.
Yeah, my first name is Matt, and I like to go by Meech. That's the preferred name in the group, and so I'm playing a character. He's a Goliath barbarian, and his name is Maneo Crag Crusher Thunlakaga.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, I'm very excited.
And can you please show
that name?
He has been practicing. Can you please show the class what you're wearing to talk about from Session 0 really quick? Just an aside.
Yes, so because I wasn't at Session 0, I did want to show you.
Right. So Sean made a reference that in our private campaign, we play with our shirts off. You know, that's a special campaign. And we were joking about it in text. And then I said, whoever wears like a shirt like that will be level 3. And Meech texted me like the next day, was that for real?
I did it.
Did you? Will you really? I'm like, sure. I love a good bit. So he committed to it. I was really hoping to be the fat, hairy one so I could feel better about myself. Because Meech is actually doing us a favor. His actual body is even more ripped than that. And he has to beat the ladies away.
Too funny. Thank you. I'm glad I'm level 3.
Yeah, I'm glad someone can carry. To him is my longtime friend and our Pokemon master on Underpowered, Eric. If you can please introduce yourself.
Good evening. I am Eric. I will be playing. What am I playing? I'm playing Finnan Blackheart, a hill dwarf warlock, and he has struck a bargain with a great old one. which we will get into hopefully soon.
I know. We will.
Awesome.
We will.
I love his character.
It is. We had a lot of fun time talking characters. And then my good friend, he protects me in the morning on my long walks with my dog, and Millie, our sleeping mascot behind me. She's alive, not dead. Is Ronwin Hunter. Hello, sir.
I'm Hunter. I'm running kind of the behind the scenes. So if you see me looking away, I'm probably working on something. I'm paying attention. Don't
He's
worry.
doing the technical side for us. He's paying attention. And what are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Ronwin Frostbranch, a Furbolg Ranger. Little Fey-based half giant.
Well, actually, I think that's a good transition for us to start talking about, Ronwin. And our character question, something we do in our sessions every night is how long, or I give a character question so we can all develop the background of our characters. I think anybody who plays D&D, or if you're interested in playing D&D, you really want to have something for your players to think about that. It helps with RP, it helps everybody get into the story. And so this question I asked, it's really simple, because Icewind Dale, for those that don't know, is a place that people don't really stay in. It's not a place you want to live. It's pretty sad, dark place. So how long has your character been in Icewind Dale? And Hunter, we're going to start with you tonight.
Sure.
Reverse order.
Yeah, Ronwin comes from a tribe of Furbolgs that have actually been here their whole lives. I mean, as far back as its ancestry goes, they were here before the cataclysmic event that caused it to be covered in a layer of ice. And they're a hardy species that are pretty stubborn. And he's the last of his tribe and just kind of waiting around to die.
Waiting around to die.
Sad.
It is very, yeah. Well, that was a nice depressing turn for everybody. But I think we cut to his house. What is Ron doing right now? And this is his nice little village home. Where does he live?
He lives in a little handmade cabin, one room, and enjoys the company of his only friend, a wintry duck named Ferdinand, my companion.
Yes. Okay. And, hold on. Let me. Whoop. And what are Ron and Ferdinand doing right now?
Right now.
And maybe you can describe how Ron looks as I bring up Ferdinand. Ferdinand, for those that can see, the beautiful, beautiful fowl.
He's a majestic duck. He's as large as a turkey, but as gentle as a quail.
Larger.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Is he a Muscovy duck? I meant to ask this before.
Yes, yeah. He's most closely related in Earth terms to a Muscovy duck.
Got it.
They're climbing
I had
ducks.
one.
They're not really migratory. And they love people. They wag their tails like a dog. It's almost like having a dog with wings.
Yeah. Now,
And they don't quack.
Right, they hiss.
no, they. For story purposes, and because I like to make the sound, Ferdinand quack.
Yeah, he's not a Muscovy.
He makes
No.
a honking noise sometimes.
And he's kind of a mischievous little guy. What are you guys doing right now?
We're getting ready to go into town for a few supplies that I can't forage myself.
Okay. He comes up and pokes you right now.
I pat him on the head and I stroke his nice, sleek black feathers. He shivers a little bit. He loves it. And he's got a little ice on his butt, but he doesn't let me get it.
Are you chasing him around a little bit?
He's pecking at things. He's untying laces as I'm tying them, so I'm just working in a circle around my pack.
And Ron's kind of a quiet guy, right? Like he's stoic in that way.
Yeah, no, he's very quiet, doesn't talk much. He's an old, crusty ginger Furbolg with pink skin, and he's got a walking stick and an old ancient, or not ancient, but old tribal heirloom bow that he carries on his back.
Yeah. You see, Ron's the nice stoic type, but I think as Ron heads into town, we're going to go to someone that's not so stoic, that's a little more intense, have you, and his name is Manio. Tell me about Manio, Meech. What does he look like?
So Manio, he's huge. He's 9 feet tall. He's over 350 pounds. He's extremely muscular and strong built. He's just an absolute giant. He's white-skinned, and he actually has tattoos covering his whole entire body in different patterns and shapes, including on his face, which is a very tribal look. Including that, he has abnormally aggressive teeth, looking towards bad dental, but also that it kind of looks like he's had to eat some different type of, meats and a little bit different types of meals over
Maybe some
over
bones
the years.
and rock.
Maybe some bones. Yeah, he used rocks as toothpicks. He was hard forged. He was grown with the Yetis, and so
Made in ice.
Made in ice. Yeah, he's not Icewind Dale from the get go as far as back as he can remember.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
he's
old is he?
Massive being. He's a little bit on the younger side, and so Maneo is 21 years old, and so he's a freshie, but he's got a lot of experience in those 21 years from his living in the hard streets.
Hard streets. And what's he doing right now in this tundra? What has he just gotten done doing?
He's gotten done doing his most absolute favorite thing. He's just hunting and going out into progressively looking over the areas of the naturist realms. He needs to know what he's getting into at all times, but he also has such a competitive nature. So anything that he can do to get ahead of his, competition or ahead of anybody else, he needs to do it. He has an undying will to be the best that there is.
So that axe is a bit bloody, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's skilled. He doesn't go long without getting a win. He goes immediately from the next to the next.
Right.
That's why he's level 3 already.
That's why he's level 3. Well, he's
stuff.
also got this background. He's kind of like a folk hero. People know him. They know, he's done a lot of work for people. He's and he sticks out because he's just a big dude. Someone that doesn't really stick out, though, is our next character, Eric. Tell us about Finnan.
Finnan. Oh man, I feel like I almost want to do this one in character, but it's okay.
Okay, we'll get there quick. Don't worry.
We'll get there. Finnan Blackheart. He has been in Icewind Dale for the past 10 years. He's 40 years old. He
young for a dwarf.
Young for a dwarf. He graduated from the Iron Anvil Continuation School when he was 30.
Yes.
And
great.
while he was there. And while they graduate a little bit older at the Iron Anvil Continuation School. I gotta
that's what
say.
they tell them. That's what I hear.
But hey, so while he was there, he studied. He got kind of wandered into the wrong section of the library, pulled out the wrong book got into some dark arts and looked into the Great Fat One, and he struck a bargain with his patron, the Great Fat One. And the Great Fat One instructed him, as soon as he graduated from the Iron Anvil Continuation School, he was to go to Icewind Dale, open a shop, and serve the Great Fat One from the shop. And essentially now in that business, the weak-minded folks...
You can hear his cats in the shop. He has how many cats?
7 cats.
7 cats.
He thinks that's the estimate for right now.
Last time he checked, there could be more. There could be.
Yeah, last time he checked, some days the cat count is a little higher than others. Let's just say in that shop.
Okay.
But essentially, the weak-minded folks of Icewind Dale will kind of stumble into a shop. It's sort of sandwiched in between 2 other shops. It's very very ominous. You don't really notice it. Most people just walk right past it. But somehow, like I said, some of the weaker-minded folks of Icewind Dale will stumble inside, and essentially through the mental manipulation powers granted to Finnan by the Great Fat One.
Well, actually, now. Finnan. Go ahead, Eric.
Yes?
Go ahead, Finnan.
He essentially hustles people out of all of their money, and they leave the shop, and as soon as they leave the shop, they can't remember ever being in the shop. All they know is they're just walking away, and they're eating a cookie.
Well, actually,
and they don't understand why.
On that note, you hear a ring at the door. A bell opens,
ring.
and someone opens your door. I'm here for some food.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Well,
is this?
we have the
I
tastiest
did a
food.
sensation coming to this shop, and they said I should get some delicious food. What can I get?
Oh, well, what do you want? I have all of your worldly desires here.
All my worldly desires?
All of your worldly desires I can make appear in front of you. The kitchen is very fast.
You're talking about food, right? You're not coming on to me, are you? This isn't that kind of shop, is it?
No, Kevin.
Oh, okay. You're giving me this vibe? I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of not. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay.
Well, I just...
Can I have like a burrito?
Oh, I certainly, sir. Please take a seat.
Okay. He sits down and he sits there. How long does it take him to have the burrito?
Finnan turns around. A burrito appears in his hand on plate. Places it in front of the guest. Would you like salsa for that burrito?
Oh yeah. Do you got any hot sauce? And you have that
certainly.
stuff they call in the desert sour. It's like their mayonnaise, but it's kind of sour.
Oh, creme fraiche?
Yes, I'll take some creme fraiche, please.
Oh, why certainly. Finnan reaches down into his pocket, pulls out a bottle of creme fraiche, just ready to go.
Okay. He eats it. He's like, just so. Let's roll. I want to roll how happy he is because we haven't had a roll in a while. Eric, give us the first roll and roll persuasion. Add your persuasion modifier to how delicious this is.
We're looking at it.
Eric gets the first roll tonight. An 18. He's very surprised how good that this random burrito with creme fraiche is in his little Bryn shader of Icewind. He goes, what's the cost? What do I owe you?
Oh, well, just everything that you can give me.
And for some reason, he just goes, okay. And he pulls into his pocket and he gives you, he doesn't have much. He's kind of it's a very common man. The burrito's something that he dreamed of having, right? Because he's frail, he's weak. He gives you 10 gold.
Well, I sure like that pair of pants you're wearing there, sir. Can I have those as well?
I see. Just go back. Is that vibe again? Are you trying to get in these pants, or what? What's going on? What is this feeling I'm feeling?
Well, if you don't know culture surrounding where these burritos come from, I'll tell you. Where these burritos are originally made, the polite thing to do, if you feel the burrito is good, is to provide the establishment with your pants for the evening.
Okay, here you go. He doesn't ask anymore. He's like, that makes sense. Actually, roll deception. I want to know. Roll deception.
Roll deception.
I know he's under mind control, so I'm going to say it's a DC 10.
11.
Okay. Oh, he beats it barely. He kind of gives you a squint and goes, yeah, that sounds legit. He gives you that. He tosses you the pants and he salutes and he walks out. And then when he leaves and he walks out of this door, you kind of has this feeling over him. And he's very confused. He doesn't know why his pants are gone. His money's gone. And all he can think of is that he got mugged. And he looks at the room and he's like, huh. And he kind of looks around because he remembers walking and then just blinking and being back. And then he kind of just you see him huddle and run. He's going to the nearest shelter. As that happens to you, Finian, you feel a heavy sound.
Oh, hamburgers, what should I do?
It's his box that's glowing, right? This box is glowing, and you feel the what do you do with the gold in the box?
Well, I open the box and I put all the money in, and that's how I serve the great fat one.
When you close it again, it hums one more time, and it needs one more thing.
Oh. Opens the box, puts the pants in.
And then you hear, thank you. Then all of a sudden you notice the door unlocks and you hear a voice. Finnan, it is I, the buff one. I have a job for you. It is time to leave my shop and for you to go on your way.
But great fat one, what do I still serve you? Do I still work in
you serve me. And I'm not fat, I'm buff. Alright?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Now, I'm just gonna... Here's the deal. I don't want you to screw this up. I'm sending you a vision, and you get in vision. He's like, you get this image of 3 dwarfs. Figured. Find them. Local tavern. And you hear, and you hear the voice say, "Open the box."
Finnan opens the box.
Inside the box glows an item. You must take this on your journey to have my powers, young one.
Finnan reaches down inside the box. Okay, great fat one. I'm ready to serve.
Oh my god.
Sweet. And then he opens the door, and outside the door is an axe beak. It's kind of shorter. It has a blonde tuft of hair, and when you look at its collar, it says Butters. And it's you kind of get on it and go on your merry way, because you have a feeling you're going to like the local establishment as well. And actually, that leads us to the last person at that local establishment is good old Brack. What's Brack been up to? Describe Brack for us.
So Brack, he's 268-year-old sea elf. He's from not too far away from Icewind Dale. He grew up in the city of, why can't I recall it right now? What's the one that you just got the book for, Casey?
Dragonlance? No.
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Yes, I did get the Waterdeep book.
In the streets of Waterdeep, and always had an affinity for the water, being a sea elf and stuff. But he grew up with a younger brother on the streets. They were basically like ruffians, typical kind of like street kids, street rats. Grew up with like the gangs there, but eventually he got out of there about 100 years ago, because again, elves are kind of old. But he got out of there when he was like basically a teenager. Had to leave his brother behind because his brother didn't want to go on like basically like pirating adventures. He wasn't a sea elf. He's not his real brother. He's like, just who he took under his wing. Anyway, so Brack's been out at sea. He's been pirating up and down like the Sword Coast. But one day, basically, the specter of his now deceased brother woke him up in the middle of the night, and he basically is haunted by this brother. Off and on, there's no like consistency to it. He's not always there and stuff, but his brother like keeps popping up and bugging him. He has come back to the mainland, now to the Icewind Dale and Bryn Shaddar, to find out what happened to his brother, because it's mystery. His brother doesn't even know why he died or who killed him necessarily. But yeah, so he's hanging out at what's the name of the bar? Here in, was it like Northlook?
You're at the Northlook Inn. That is correct.
Yeah.
And the Northlook Inn is kind of the place that you can, it's where people go for good. How long has he been at the Northlook Inn?
He's been at the Northlook Inn for about a week, just kind of like checking it out. He kind of has a little bit of disguise. Think like Strider from Lord of the Rings. Like he's just been kind of like
thinking Strider, the video game, the Red Ninja. But
not the video game. I'm thinking Lord of the Rings, Strider. Aragorn. He's basically in the corner and been going around like collecting information, trying to figure out, because this is his brother's basically like last known location was like in Bryn Shaddar and like in the Icewind Dale area.
Okay.
So he's just here taking stuff in, and that he heard this was kind of a shady, good place for information. So he's like hanging out in the corner, being mysterious.
Okay.
One of his kind of defining traits is that he likes shiny things. He's not necessarily a good person, being like a pirate background. He's more that kind of chaotic, neutral, in it more for himself. So he likes shiny stuff. So he's very grabby and like, might steal all kinds of trinkets out from under people.
Right. He has an agenda.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
So right now he's just hanging out in that inn, taking all the information in.
Yeah, he's at the inn, taking the information. So I think, what does he do while he's at the inn? Who's he go and talk to?
I think he definitely would talk to like a bartender, because a bartender at a inn is always like a great source of information. Asking.
Sure.
He's been hitting him up and asking him, questions about people.
Let me grab some.
So Shramax, is that his name?
I'm pulling up my pronunciation guide right now. Hold on. Let me grab my book really quick. Hold on. The one thing I forgot to have in my lap.
Is it the creature
Well,
next to
you know
next
the
to
inside
Sean?
of it. Well, to describe him, he's like an older gentleman with red hair and a beard. He's kind of a grizzled adventurer that has been around for a long time and established a pretty good bard based off his achievements prior in his time as a soldier. You know, not someone that necessarily the average person wants to mess with, but he knows how to work with adventurers. His name is Sask. It's like Scars Max, I believe.
Graham Sax.
What do you say to him?
Okay, now the voice. Here we go.
It's time.
Have you had any roving gangs been coming through here? You know, ruffians, the like. You seen anyone about yay high? He would have just been, you know, a child to your eyes.
He's like shining the cup. You've been here for a week, and you've asked me the same question almost every day, and it hasn't changed. I get adventurers, you come in, you mope about something of your past, ship sinking, blah, 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 and you get drunk. Okay?
You cut out.
You are
for like
hungover.
10 seconds on my end.
Was that? Okay, sorry.
You cut out for 10 seconds. This is aside from the game. I have Starlink internet, and sometimes it drops out.
Did you hear the last part?
10 seconds.
No, you didn't hear the last part.
I did not.
No, I said, God, Sean. Oh, man. I'll
That's
edit
why
that
I
out in the
can't
audio version. You've been here for a week, and you've said the same thing to me every day. You get upset, something about a pirate ship, blah, 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 blah. Then you drown your sorrows in your cup. You try to hit on some tale in here, and you make a fool of yourself, and you go to bed. Hasn't changed. Haven't seen a little guy that looks like you. Haven't seen any pirates. I see gangs. I see a lot of people.
Successful? So he has like no memory of any of this? Really?
Brack doesn't. He goes, yeah, so he says to Brack,
Yeah.
You drink 3 bottles every time. Yeah, you don't have a memory of it, I'm sure. Maybe you just cut back and you just be sober for a night, and it might be better for you.
That would probably be the best for everyone. In the meantime, can I have another round?
Roll persuasion, please.
While I think about it.
Yeah, he's like,
All right, let's go. Hold on. Character sheet, load. Here, I'll roll my d20 right now. 9 plus 6, so 15.
9 plus 6 is 15. Yeah, 15. He goes, fine. And he pours you just no liquor. And he only pulls you, he goes over and pours you a hard one. And you notice, like, that elf, this lady next to you, do you see that where I just blinked?
Yes.
She's kind of giggling in her cup, like, talking to you.
And he kind of, like, you know, like, leans over, like, does one of these. He's like, what's your name, lass?
Oh, what is her name? Now, I'm not going to make you roll because I have it right here, and I'm going to pop it up. Because you guys can't see it, correct? On her screen?
Yes.
Good.
We can't see her name.
No, that's good. That's what I wanted. Now you can.
Yeah.
Danica Greysteel is her name, and she is a lovely young half elf. You know, just kind of staring, like giggling at you, kind of like is kind of blown away by how straightforward you were with him, and him just trying to get at you, and laughs. I'm Danica. And she introduces herself to you.
The pleasure is mine, my dear. And then he just like takes both hands and takes that drink that Scram Tax gave him.
So she asks, like, what is it you're looking for exactly?
Aren't we all looking for something, my dear?
I am.
What brings you here? And he's looking her up and down, not as like a piece of meat, but he's looking to see if she has like jewelry or stuff that he can like.
Oh, I was gonna say roll for hotness. But all right, we'll hold.
Get that
we'll
first roll for hotness.
That's the default.
He's being respectable. He's waiting.
10.
He's
Okay,
waiting.
she's perfectly average in his eyes.
Perfectly average. He'll be like, that's a 5. Yes, that's in the middle. That's how math works. Yes. So, yeah, you're talking to her, and she's been kind of a new resident. She kind of told you, I'm looking for something. Indeed, it's these. Hey, are you familiar with the? And she kind of grinned because she's very the Schwings, the Schwingas.
Swing?
The Shargans?
Excuse me, not the Sahugans. Schwingas, yes, that's what they're called. Different. She said she hears like a voice, like not Sahugans. I know people have a hard time with that one. But yes, the Schwingas, they're these spirits, and I'm trying to study them for my wizarding school. And
they sound adorable.
They are. They are mischief. They're not bad. Actually, I'm looking to hire some people for some coin. If you're looking for a job, and
well, I do like me some coin.
Okay. Well, so you guys continue talking, and then I'm going to say, Ron, you make it in. You're down at the bottom of the old the south end of the.
Can those be my muddy footprints?
Yes, coming in. Yes, yours and Ferdinand's, and you control both of them on the screen. And here, I told you, quit bringing that bed in here if you're gonna buy food from me. From
Ferdinand puffs up his wings and hisses, and I go, "Easy, boy."
Okay.
And I just
usual Ron. I'm guessing you guys know each other because this is like Ron's a creature of habit, right?
Sure. Yeah, he pours me a tall glass of skim milk.
Right. And he just is like, do you want me to fry you up the fish, wrapped in bacon, extra butter? No greens?
I tell him, no greens.
A banana would be good for you every once in a while. You need the potassium. And he's just
don't tell me what I need.
All right. He goes over to the cooking. And also, at this time, let's see, who else is going to get here? Manio is going to come in from the northwest. Up by where Finnan's room was, or not Finnan, Brack's room was. You guys have made your way in. It's kind of dark. Now, again, the thing about Icewind Dale, it's always dark. There's a little bit of light, but it's perpetual darkness. At midnight every night, it's not that time. It's like 1 in the afternoon. It's like midday. At 11 o'clock every night, Oral, the Frostmaiden, comes and sets an aurora over the night to recast her spell of Frozen Flight. So people know to be inside for that. You've been here long enough to know there's not a lot of people in the tavern. It's kind of surprising to see people in the tavern. Most towns are offering up people as sacrifice once a month or so to appease Oral, right? And it's kind of like, it's dark, not kind of, it is darker times here. And then Finnan, you make your way in south too. But Mano, what do you do when you get in?
I walk in and I go straight to the bar and say, "My size ale on the house."
Okay, nice. And then this lady next to you, I'm gonna say, do you see where you're at? Not by the bar matron, but by the older lady. She goes, "It's on me." And she's like, "I know, Manio. I've heard stories about you." And she buys your ale.
Thank you.
I hear you're looking for adventure always. What's your price? And I heard, you notice she has a shield that has, she carries a hand axe instead of a short sword, and she, how do I describe this? She's an old kind of grizzled warrior type to you. She has gray hair. You've kind of seen her around. You know her from your work because you've done some bounty hunting. But this is Helen Trollbane, and you've done a lot of work with her in the past, or for her. Are you looking for a new job, Manino? She asked.
Always for the right price.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know that there has been an issue I've been exploring for a while. So she kind of like gets in close to you because she's kind of nervous about talking about it. She kind of like has this sense of moral decency about her in a way. So this isn't really for money. I'm more concerned. Have you been following the murders that have happened? Besides the monthly one that we use for sacrifice. You guys are all like, yeah, of course, besides that. But there's been some murders peaking up quite more than usual. Have you heard of a man named Sepik Caltro? And she kind of looks you deep in the eyes.
As she looks me deep in the eyes, I'd like to roll for hotness.
Yes, go for it. She's 18. Also like for 170. She looks great to you. Okay, as a Goliath, you respect the warrior, right? It's the warrior to warrior turn. Yeah. And you're like, all right, this is good. I respect.
As she leaned in, my young inexperienced kind of mixed messages, and I kind of puff up my chest for a second, and tell me more. I'm very concerned about these murders.
I knew you would be. I know you're worth my time, so I'm going to tell you this. He works for... Have you heard of... So there's Torga Icewind. She's this shady business dealer, and she seems to be he's her bodyguard. They're doing something bad. I don't... And I think everywhere they are, murders tend to follow, from my finding. And his victims, I think, only come from the towns that sacrifice people. They've already hit Bryn Shader. They're going to be in one of those other towns that sacrifices people. So they're trying to hide it as that. I followed Torg for a day just to see what she did. And she's got quite the devious little enterprise. What struck me, though, is Sepik looked very normal with whatever dark things they were doing.
I don't like the sound of a bodyguard bigger than me.
Well, here's the weirdest thing. I mean, you're a big man, but you're covered in threads, and that's just what it can get. He had no coat, no scarf, no clothing whatsoever that would keep you warm, just a regular tunic and his blade on the side and pants and a boot. It's almost as if he's been kissed by the Frostmaiden herself. If you do this job for me, and you get help or whoever you need, 100 gold for each person who can track them down, really find out what they're doing, and keep Bryn Shader safe.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find some people.
Okay.
Help me be the best, though. Is there any equipment?
I mean, I'm not here. Like we talked about it. I'm not selling you goods. Maybe you figure that out. I'm hiring you for the job. And then she's like, and then Skarsmack comes over and gives you like the biggest mug you can have. It's almost comical. Like it just fits you. You start sculling it. Finnan comes in. What is Finnan trying to look for when he's in here?
So I did a bad job of my introduction, and I did not mention that Finnan has been confined to that shop for the past 10 years. He has literally never left that shop. So
there's a bathroom. It's not like he's peeing in the corners, everybody. It's not. Yeah.
So as he was granted permission by the Great Fat One to leave, the spell was lifted that confined him to the shop. Mm-hmm. And so he walks in here, and his eyes are huge. He hasn't seen anything. He hasn't seen anything in Icewind Dale yet. So even though he's been in Icewind Dale for 10 years, he has no idea how anything in Icewind Dale works. So he walks into the shop. He's very upbeat. He strolls up to the counter, and it's, oh, hello there. Or he walks up and, oh, hello. Chocolate milk?
Does he like go and take
for a second? Everybody turns their head, but they know Ron ordered skim milk. You said it at a really weird time. Your whole aura kind of throws them off, and then people, okay. Skarsmack goes, okay, and kind of comes back to his thing, and he has like, I want you to roll Constitution check because he had like a kid's chocolate milk, but kids aren't really coming in here lately, so it's expired. If you drink it, you're gonna have to take me a Constitution check.
All right, we're going to do this here. Let's see. Constitution. This one's going to be a 17. 17. Okay, you handle it fine. You're good. So Finnan takes the chocolate.
It's probably the best thing he's ever had. He's like, oh my god, this is delicious.
He takes a sip. Oh boy, hamburgers. This is delicious. He sits down next to Ferdinand, and oh, Nito, it's a duck. And he just starts petting the duck. He's just absolutely just thrilled to be out seeing a duck and drinking a chocolate milk. He's having the best time of his life. This is the best day Finan has had in Icewind Dale.
In his life, he's like, this is the best. What does Ron do while he's petting the duck? Actually, roll animal handling. I want to see if Ferdinand likes it.
Oh no.
5.
Animal handling.
5.
Okay.
Oh, you did that? Okay.
Ron, can you roll me a D8 from my... So I have a duck table, because there's a little bit of spreads.
That's right.
Hunter wanted his character to be a Beastmaster, and he's like, can I use one at level 1? Though it's like, well, that's not to level 3. However, your duck can have a random, it's the Goose Simulator game.
Yep.
So you have a D8 for random actions that the duck is now going to take. Some are bad, some are good. On old...
2.
2. Okay. On to 2. Finan, I need you to make a dexterity check really quick. You need to beat a 14.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Those
19.
Dexter stories.
19, okay.
Nice.
He tried to knock you over. He tried to push you over, and you kind of go, ah! You gotta say your line now.
Oh, hamburgers!
Okay. And he chases you off. I'm gonna say the fat one you feel that fat one hum, and you really notice. And Ferdinand's kind of following you. He's just eyeing you. He's not gonna attack you, but he's staring you down the whole time. You hear him go, like really quick.
The whole time. Oh, please, it's okay.
And it leads you kind of to these. You notice these 3 dwarves. And you feel the hum from the fat one.
Oh, fat one, do I move towards the dwarves?
Hey! You hear it like a little jolt every time you call him fat one.
I mean, buff one.
You recall he talked about the memory of 3 dwarves, and he mentioned that one was kind of disfigured. And you kind of notice about... give me I guess it would be not perception. It's just what he sees. I guess with natural perception, you notice that these dwarfs, they look really cold. They're kind of hunched over they are hunched over the fire, and they've seen way better days. Do you want to approach them? How do you want to go about this?
Finan approaches them, and he approaches Hruna. Hruna and was that Storn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Storn. Hruna and Storn.
Yeah.
Hruna and Storn.
They have cool names.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wrote them myself. Just kidding.
I know.
No, that is all of them. That's all.
He walks up to them and he smiles and he waves. Oh, hello there. Do you guys want some chocolate milk?
What are you talking
And he
about?
offers them.
What are you talking about? That's Hruna talking to you, and you notice she has her right ear's missing. Right? It looks like it's been torn off. Huh? Yeah, you can absolutely. You can roll for hot track.
This is an 18 for hotness. So I mean,
this is also the first time Finan's seen a woman in 10 years. She's beautiful. She's a little bit love struck at the one ear. He doesn't mind the raspy voice. It's definitely like she's been smoking for years. And then you know she's missing 2 fingers too, and all those markings. They're all kind of like that black. It's the frostbite scars, like she lost them from the cold. But it seemed pretty recent, like it's a fresh wound, right? You look at one, Storn. He seems to be the most put together. Korex, the one in the back, is silent. He has noticed he's missing 3 fingers from his glove. Like you notice he has 3 on, and then his nose. He's lost that to frostbite as well. So he's kind of got this half nose. Like, remember Chris Farley in Dirty Work? How he's missing the tip of his nose. You got anybody?
No,
anybody?
I don't.
Oh, okay, Chris Farley put a character in Dirty Work, and his whole character got his nose bit off in a bad gambling thing. So it kind of looks like this nose ripped off from frostbite. Yeah. Now I said it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I remember." Those at home listening are like, "That is a deep cut reference, but I like it."
Can't stop the car when you're mooning someone.
No, can't. Just gotta run through it. Hruna kind of goes, What are you new around here? I haven't seen you.
Well, I'm new here, but I've been here for a while. I don't know if that makes any sense, but my goodness, you sure are pretty. What happened to your face, though?
She's like, she covers her ear and blushes, and she's like, it's really straightforward. So we, oh man, this is. She's
so
like
flustered
totally
right now.
flabbergasted from you, just like, I can't believe you said that. I'm disformed. It's not a good thing. We're survivors of we were tasked to carry the sled of ingots here to Brinshade. We're not from here. And I can't. Where did you learn your manners? She looks at you. She's really pissed. Like, she's still kind of flabbergasted that you just like, what happened to your face?
Well, my manners. I've just been talking to I've just been talking to the great fat one for the past 10 years. So, I mean, excuse me, the great buff one. He's been my only contact, and he's not very nice.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. So yeah, she's like, well, all right, we're out on a sled, driving these ingots for work, and what happened was, there was a fourth member, and he started to kind of hear something he said, and he ran off and acted nuts with the sled, and he kind of scared us off. He almost looked like he was transforming into something, and it was like he was. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say he was a Yeti, or maybe he was like a polar. It just this weird beast came. We ran. We had to survive in the ice for 5 days with no rations, and that happened to our fingers. And well, she points. My ear may look bad, but look at his nose. Look at his face. That's pretty jacked. Like, that's horrible. And we got to get those ingots back. We're screwed. She kind of looks at them, and they kind of put their head in their drink clothes too. You can tell she's the boss, and they're kind of like sullen, like, we can't do anything. You hear the. Yeah, go ahead.
Finnan takes a step towards Hruna. He puts his hand on her. He sticks his arm out, puts his hand on her shoulder, and looks her in the eyes and says, "It's okay. I think the great fat one has sent me to help you. I'm here to help you."
Okay. Well, okay. You'll get our stuff back.
Well,
You hear
Korik
says that. Yeah. I mean, it's not a job, and you notice by her logo, they're wearing this tabard that has a beer mug on it, and that's the Dwarven clan of the Black Iron. As a fellow dwarf, Black Iron Blades, that's like a respectable Dwarven clan up in the frozen north. And they kind of have this really good reputation of being really great blacksmiths. Listen, okay. Here's what I could do. I can give you 10% discount on any Black Iron Blade. Go to one of those smiths, you get 10% discount. And for every ingot, I'll give you 5 silver that you recover.
Finnan thinks for a second, and he says, "I want 10 silver per ingot."
Roll persuasion, please.
Let's see.
I'm going to say DC 16.
18 is what I got.
Oh, he gets the 18 for it, folks. Okay. She puts her hand out. Deal. No more bargaining.
Well, can I offer you a chocolate milk as well?
She smacks it out of your hand. Just shake my hand, damn it.
He reaches out and shakes her hand.
Okay. As you do that, like the bar door opens up again. It's pretty noticeable because it's a slow crowd. And these men come in, and from your guys' experience, like, they come up right next to Ron, they plop up. They're they're maybe swords for hire guys that are looking, hey, Round over here. Let's go. All right. Me and the boys in the bubbler. And there's two that are kind of like these twin brothers that come in, and then there's one that you notice. Ron, you see like the blades on his side, but the one that's really surprising that's being the loudest, he carries this big maul with the spiked end on it, the ball, like a mace, and he's kind of skinny. The stick's almost as long as he is, and you're kind of more like, how does he pick that up? You know, he's like, round for me and the boys now. And Scarred Max takes a deep breath because he definitely believes in hospitality, and he looks at the barmaid, and the barmaid kind of goes over and pours a drink and starts bringing it to him. And they're just kind of oogling her right now. And she kind of hustles away. Like, oh, not like that. She runs away. Goes back. And they're talking. The one goes to you, Ron. Nice bird.
Thanks. Y'all could learn some manners.
Nice.
And he looks at you. He's like, "Okay, old man." He's like, "Whatever." He kind of blows you off and gives you
Ronwin stands up, and Ronwin's about 8 feet tall. And when he stands up straight, he's all of 8 feet. You'll have some manners.
Roll intimidation.
14.
14, and he moves closer to the group, and the one steps out. He's like, "Hey, listen. I'm sorry, we came in kind of loud. I don't want any trouble with you." And he's like, "I'm buying the beer." And he looks at the maid. "Give him a beer, wench." And she kind of puts her eyes down and gets you a beer and brings it to you. "It's on me." Trying to make peace.
I grab the beer and I hold it out for a toast, or, skull.
Okay. You with that guy?
Yeah, he bought me a beer.
Okay, and he holds it back out to you.
All right.
And they kind of go back, or what do you do?
I sit back down and finish, keep eating my massive meal.
Danica looks at Brack and goes, "They've been coming a lot. I was gonna hire them, but they're just too wild. And they seem like a lot of trouble. I think they do some devious things."
Well, we aren't all innocent, princess. And I had a question.
She's like, "How dare you?" Like, I'm not a princess. First off, you need to check your privilege. Like, she looks at you and kind of gives that, like, I am my own independent woman. Thank you, sir.
Because I've been here for about a week, every night and stuff.
You wouldn't remember because you begin sloshed.
True. I guess I would.
Hold on. Roll, I guess, what would be, like, trying to recall a hangover memory? History,
survival?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Survival.
Survival. Give me whatever. History with disadvantage, I would say. I'd say history with disadvantage.
Oh, great.
And then give me a survival. Yeah, history with disadvantage.
16 and 12. 12.
Okay, you with the 12. You kind of like... I think you've had a beer with them, and they've kind of just blown you off. Like, you don't really know too much about them. You kind of remember a bunch of dudes coming in one day when you were drinking heavily, but that's about it. You don't know much about them. You kind of notice Helen, she eases kind of over to you and pierces up and goes, "Those guys are here for me." She whispers to you.
Oh,
To Mineo?
To Mineo, yeah.
Oh.
Meech, can you move your character now, or is it still?
Because I forgot that he joined the game. Here, Meech, let me do that. My bad. Right here. There you go, buddy. Forgot because you joined the other day.
There
and
we
I
go.
didn't get to go home. I didn't get to come here fast enough. Sorry, guy.
No, you're good. Okay, so now I can control him, but Helen just leaned in and said that, correct?
Yes, correct.
Why are they here for you?
And she points at like whether kind of their garb, and the logo on there is that of Torga's merchant company that she kind of hides her bad deeds under, right? Like they're hired. Like she goes, "Those are Torga's boys."
Oh. 100 each still, yeah?
Yeah. If they come
I like the duck.
You like she looks at you and goes, the duck's not with them. Like the
The duck. The duck leans around over the bar and makes eye contact with Mineo and nods.
Yeah.
I like the duck.
I look over at Hill and I go, "I'll be back."
Oh, okay.
So I walk over to the duck and
Am I rolling a D8?
I'd like to cast.
Wait, she comes up.
Speak
She
with
comes.
animals.
Okay.
And so I'd like to talk to the duck and I, kind of look at him, and without too much conversation with everybody else that's just staring at me, I ask the duck, "What are these guys? Are they messing with you?"
Oh, man. No, he's using. You have speak to animals, right?
I speak to
does.
animals.
What's
Yeah.
what's Ferdinand's voice?
Well, Ferdinand's voice.
Duck voice.
Would it be? I can't do Donald Duck.
I can't do Donald Duck either.
I can't. I
You
don't
do
know why I
Daffy.
do
Yeah,
Daffy.
you should
So
be
we
the
have-
duck.
Go ahead.
You should be the duck from Babe.
I haven't seen that movie in 20 years.
Forever.
How do you expect me to remember
The
that?
pig singing la 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 in Babe.
Or Gilbert
I
Gottfried.
I love that we got a Babe reference out
Yeah.
of tonight.
So
That's
So
fantastic.
at our table, we always do. If you speak a language in the game, you have to do some type of silly voice.
Yep.
Like for some reason, you could speak the werewolves in our first campaign, and Hunter does it. We have to do a Scooby Doo voice.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
What if we
Spider-
give him an accent? What if we give him an accent, like a
Ferdinand
Spanish
definitely would-
accent?
I was gonna say it sounded
Like
like
Spanish.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Ferdinand.
Spanish too.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios míos. Okay.
Oh, great barbarian.
Or muscly one. I are getting a what the kids call bad vibe from these guys.
Yes. I also.
What are your plans? You look like you act first, think later type of guy.
So when someone speaks to animals, everyone around them sees this, right? It's
Yeah,
not
they
like-
see
it's
him.
not
So they
psychic.
hear this.
So we see this giant Goliath just like.
Yeah, he's doing it in very low whisper, and all these guys are looking. And so that emblem they're wearing is it's like this gold wolf paw type thing. It's a gold wolf paw on this black. Look out! It's pretty kind of like you're like, huh? They're all wearing it on the chest. The barmaid, she kind of like gets away. What does Finnan do? What's Finnan doing while this is going down?
So Finnan, I'm going to tell you exactly what Finnan's been up to.
Okay.
Finnan, during the duration of this, has actually his new hat. He's kind of messing with the powers. He has the ability with his hat to detect thoughts. So he's been listening in on Ferdinand.
Oh.
just listening to the thoughts of Ferdinand, and he's been following the whole conversation from across the room.
He looks at you like, this asshole tries to pet me.
Smelly
So
dwarf.
he's-
Yeah.
So he's
Hi.
because he's still a little bit weary of Ferdinand, but at the same time, he noticed some things were going on, and he's still, he's very naive. He wants to be helpful. He wants to make friends.
Ferdinand's a German name. I just looked that up. I feel more.
Oh,
appropriate.
can we do the dirty German?
Yeah. This asshole tries to pet me. Yeah. I have.
German's better.
If he looks at you, and goes, listen. Yeah, I know. I felt weird. I can't appropriate the Spanish, but I can.
He's just messing with the schnitzel.
You don't mess with the schnitzel, yeah. And he knows. I think Ferdinand. Can you read the check thoughts to me, Finn?
Ferdinand's actually John Cena.
I was
Quack,
thinking
quack, quack, quack.
John Cena doesn't have like a distinct. Like I would do a John Cena impression. A heartbeat. Trust
I
me.
just looked up because
so-
I was thinking of the bull.
No, I was gonna say that earlier. I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
John Cena's voice. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he can
Are you
rap.
sure about that?
Yeah, I have to do everything in freestyle.
So detect thoughts. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected.
What's
Okay.
Ferdinand's intelligence?
What's that beast of the earth? Or I guess we use the ducks. Duck character sheet. Hold on.
They're going to use the duck's character sheet.
Got to.
The duck actually has 3 character sheets, depending
Yeah.
on what terrain it's on.
Yeah.
It has an int of 8.
Piece of the land.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay, so with 8, he's like, come listen. If you want to do it right, come help me and my buff friend out right here, yeah. And you see him puff up his feathers when he thinks that. He knows.
His
I think
tail's
he knows,
wagging.
like, he's wagging because he knows, like, from the eye contact. This guy, if he wants to be nice, if I'll give you pets, if you come help.
Finnan thinks for a second, says, "Excuse me, I'm gonna go talk to that duck."
I'm gonna say
Why is
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand
Ferdinand
orchestrating this?
Ferdinand's like leaving you over here.
We don't need you, Ron,
Okay,
anymore.
back to
Okay,
Menino.
just
What's
need
Menino do?
Ferdinand.
So Menino, I'm gonna say is
Menino.
Anio.
Manio. Sorry, Manio. I went to high school with a guy named Menino, so that was instinct. Manio. What is Manio? Crag Crusher.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
he,
say. Let me roll a dice off screen. I'm gonna say because you have that background. If these guys, when they see you, maybe have an idea who you are.
yeah. Well, as
Rolled
we
a 9, so they're like, you stick out, but they're like, okay. Goliath in town, that's not usual. They kind of stick amongst themselves.
they'll know of me.
Okay.
So as I'm talking to Ferdinand, I say I'd like to start some trouble, and I think we can get 100 each for 100 gold each for them if you want to tell your friends, and then I'll deal with the other petter after. Deal?
The other.
Petter.
Yeah, because he
that's
told me
the
about
deal.
Finnan.
Yeah, let's do it, brother. And he kind of walks up to the one. Hey, who's the one that? So Ronwin still has. While this is happening, we cut back. Ronwin still has his beer up, and Ferdinand's doing this all behind Ronwin's
Yeah,
back.
oh,
and
I'm
he
just
goes-
eating.
Yeah, he's just like.
I'm
no,
just
it-
used to
it-
the duck fucking around.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
for the sequence of events, it's right when you kind of got the beer from them, right after they because they were down at the end of the bar, and he goes to the guy you gave a beer, and he pokes the beer up just subtly so he spills it all over himself.
Oh no!
And everybody in the bar sees it and laughs, and he goes, "Wah," and he runs behind you, and he runs up to Brack. Brack, make an animal handling. I want to see what he's gonna do to you.
Oh, it's my D8, isn't it?
Yeah, go for it, Ron.
8.
Also, I have a question.
Okay, 8, and then 8. Oh yeah, go ahead, Sean.
In general, do ducks have a swimming speed?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, but he's a land creature too,
I get to.
right?
Yeah. Well, when I
Yes.
get to 3, Casey and I talked about this. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
He'll be
It's
all
a
3
spoiler.
depending on what terrain we're on. He can be a beast of the land, the sea, and the sky.
But he has to set it, so like it's
Yeah.
not like in mid combat he can't go to beast of the sky. Whatever it is in that scene or sequence, it's that.
So yeah, right now I'm
Right.
technically beast of the land.
Yeah. Right?
Gotcha.
He's not flying, and if you're in the water, he's beast. That's the Beastmaster from Tasha's Cauldron.
Yeah.
It's much better than the original Beastmaster. For those listening and curious how Beastmaster Rangers work.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I just
Right.
wanted it on the record that my sea elf, I can apparently I can talk to any creature that has a swimming speed because I'm
he
a sea elf.
does.
I do.
But I can't understand it back, so I can talk. This is just from my knowledge. So I can talk. To
Oh, yeah,
Ferdinand, but I
Ferdinand
can't
can understand you.
So you can talk to animals well with but they can't talk back to you with the creature feat
Yeah,
you have.
basically,
Interesting. Okay.
I can understand my words. So if we come across a shark or whatever, I could be like, blah, 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 blah.
Actually, for him, because you.
He's a smart duck.
Yeah. What do you do, Brack, when he runs
So
up
he's
by you?
coming up to me. Do we already roll the dice? And what?
Yeah,
is...
he rolled something, and I'm
Okay.
gonna see how Ferdinand responds to you. I'm not gonna tell you what the 8 does yet, so I gotta see to know what happened here.
And Brack actually does a full deep bow because he knows that this is a rare or they're not seen around these parts really, or they're held in high regard. So he kind of does a full bow, and he goes, "Why, hello, my lord."
And Brack is not. This is not his secret, but we're gonna just make it lore that he is a avid bird lover. He's like a aviation. He has the book. Yeah. He does that. Ferdinand bows back to you, and because Ferdinand thinks you're a friend, he rolled a D8. If you want to know what a D8 does, D8 is a good thing right now. D8 makes him attack an enemy with a 1D8 plus your proficiency bonus. And he recognizes Brack as a friend. And then you kind of see him go back. So the one that got his beer knocked over goes, "That's your duck, and it's gonna pay. Food's up, boys." And they kind of make a way for the duck.
Oh no, Ferdinand. He gets
As he does that.
Oh yeah, no, it's on.
Roll initiative, baby.
Not the duck.
Oh yuck. 8.
15.
5.
Okay.
4.
I should do digital.
And actually, we are going to cut to a intermission. We got an 8, a 4, and what was
Wow,
it?
what a tease.
Yeah, wow. I'm like
8, 4, and what?
15.
I got 5.
It's time to throw down with these nefarious bandits that have no respect for animals. And Meech, or Manio, right? That's how I say it?
Yep.
Manio.
Manino, I think.
Manio. Like mayo? Yeah, on account of my skin color. Maneo, you had the highest deck roll for initiative, so you get to start us off. What do you do?
And so, as he goes to attack the duck, secret time.
Secret time.
Secret time.
Secret time.
Secret time.
And so
That
one of-
big, sultry, deep voice you got these days.
Yeah, and so I had to mix it up for secret time and let you know something big was coming.
Okay.
And so, Maneo, a little extra tidbit about his backstory and what is going to cause him to go into a fit of rage here is that he has a special bond with animals. He, from as far back as he can remember, he was actually raised by Yetis. And so the reason he's so abnormally large is because he sucked on the teat of the Yeti to get the size of him. And that's kind of where some of the lore comes from, is people have heard, like, nobody knows where he comes from, but the way he interacts with animals, and he can speak, he's been known to speak with Yetis. And so he was raised by Yetis, and so that's why he's somewhat antisocial with people, but he expects that he's everything. He's extremely competitive. He has to be number one, but he also has a very playful demeanor, so he's a little bit rougher and tumbler than some of the rest of them because he was raised with Yeti, so it wasn't about words, it was about let's fight it out. And so seeing somebody attack this duck has absolutely caused him to become enraged. And so as he does that, Maneo absolutely rages out, and he
So you're using your
has
bonus action to rage, okay?
Yep, using the bonus action to rage, and he has the big giant stein in his hand.
Okay.
And as he goes to swipe at the duck, he just smashes it into this guy's face.
Which guy? The guy in front of him?
Yeah, the guy that was. You said one of them went to kick the duck, correct?
Oh yeah, this one. The first one he sends in. Okay.
Yeah, so the first one he sends in, he just absolutely smashes it.
I'm trying to think how you'd roll this. Okay, roll with your unarmed, like your attack, but we'll add the glass as damage to it. So whatever your unarmed attack is. Do you see that? Do you have an unarmed option on your character sheet, I think?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely. Please. For those at home learning how to play the game, I love questions. Do it.
So, raised by Yetis, and Yeti milk is the source of this growth, correct?
Yeah.
Strength.
Yeah.
Would Yeti milk be considered a banned substance in any type of professional sporting league? Would how powerful is this Yeti milk? I just want some context. If you
It's
don't
like
mind.
Ray Lewis's deer antler spray. That's a deep
But
cut.
in the amounts that I got on a daily basis, it was more than any other non-Yeti being has ever had.
Are you trying to sell it for HGH? Or are you trying to scheme right now? Is that what I'm
Is this
hearing?
like? Yeah. Are we saying if you're on Yeti milk, you're not natural, right?
I don't know. The guy from Dates More Plates would probably have to do a synopsis on that and see the numbers.
Okay. Would the Liver King test positive for Yeti milk?
Definitely. Liver King's definitely on Yeti milk. For sure.
That
That
is
is the
absolutely
question.
Maneo's body style. And
Just
yes, you can tell.
but he's tall. He's not like this
Yep,
guy.
he's big.
Thank you
Okay.
for appeasing me.
No, totally fine. You roll a 25. 25 does hit. 25 does some damage. Roll for damage, please. And I want you to roll. What your unarmed is? What? Let me look.
Looks like my unarmed is a 5, bludgeoning.
Oh, just straight 5. Roll and then roll a d4 to add to that.
All right. Okay. And then I'll have to roll a d4 manual.
Yeah. No, you get a 5 no matter what. Yeah. We like to roll real dice, even though we all play far away from each other.
3.
Okay, so you roll for an 8. Dude, you get him like right in the side of the face, and glass shatters in his eye, and he's like, ah! He can't really see. And he tried to take a, he's like blinded, so he's gonna try to take a swing. And Ron, it's coming at you. Ron, you have an AC of, you said 14, correct? Hunter?
Yeah.
14? Okay. They rolled, what's that? Okay, they rolled a 10, so that's a miss. The other bandit's gonna come after you, Manio. He rolls a 13. That's a hit, right? That's a hit. Okay.
Tie goes to the runner.
No.
I goes to the dice.
Die goes the dice. Okay, rolled a 3. So he got 5 damage on you with that swing. The other bandit behind him, because he's swinging the mace, it goes right after you too. And he's going to roll again to hit.
Bring it.
15 hits. And he rolls a 8.
You're just
For
making
damage.
it stronger.
But that's all. Wait, you're raging, aren't you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say about that. Is that all bludgeoning, piercing, slashing?
Yeah,
damage?
so that's half damage for you?
All half
Yeah, that's
damage,
half
baby.
damage.
All half. So
Yeah.
you can take that off your HP.
So it was 5 total, or
It was 8, and then what was the first one I said? Shoot.
5 was the first one and 8 was the
so
second?
13, so we'll round it up, call it 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. For you.
And then
go ahead.
That's the one thing I was saying. Did you add the +4 for my rage, or was that the +2 was supposed to be on top of my 8? Just so I know for next time.
It goes to your AC?
No. For the
The hit?
yeah, melee damage with strength weapons. Which wouldn't my hands be that or no? Or is that an actual
No,
weapon?
your
My
hand, the
apologies.
25 was for the hit. Yeah, that's why you're hit. You have a +6 right now to hitting. So yeah, that's why you
Okay.
nailed it. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
all good. You're all good. It is now Ron's turn. What does Ron do?
Ron's going to take his hand axe and slam it. I'm assuming this guy that got his eyes full of glass is still alive. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit him in the back of the head. Ooh,
Okay.
an 8.
An 8 does well. You're trying to hit him with what?
My hand axe.
I'm gonna say because he got hit in the face and it was such a big hit. I'll give you advantage. You get one more
Right.
shot. And I'm gonna
Oh, there we go.
because you guys did such good playing. I'm giving one pot in one inspiration in the pot. How about that?
Love it.
We
Yoink.
do something, if those listening, we do inspiration, which if you RP really well or do something that really we all enjoy, I give you a inspiration, which is an advantage roll on anything. Then sometimes I let the players put one in the pot, or I'll put one in the pot.
Yeah, so that turned into a 19.
Okay,
And then-
19 hits.
Okay, cool. And damage is a d6. So that is 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay,
Yeah.
4 damage. That's all you need to put away this guy.
All right. So do I get to kill him?
Yeah, tell me how you. Well, do you want to kill him, or do you want it to be
Oh
like?
yeah. No, I'm Kai,
You
the
went after
hatchet wielding
Ferdinand,
hitchhiker. Smash, and then I turn it around to the sharp side. Smash.
Smash. Okay, just
Nice.
gutter, just head splits, blood everywhere. Okay, that's your action.
I don't have any bonus actions.
I will say, because what we're doing with Ferdinand, you can roll for Ferdinand to take an action.
Oh, okay.
You can roll that D8 as your
Great.
bonus action. Make it kind of fun.
So he's
Make
gonna
it
do
spicy.
a maul, which I think is, I don't know, it doesn't have.
No. You're gonna roll a D8. You don't get to roll to attack. You get to roll from his
random
duck
table. Got it. Does he
Yeah.
still have that one attack from when he was interacting with Brack?
He didn't attack. No, because that
Okay.
was that interaction. No.
5.
Okay. Let me look at my notes. A 5. What do you tell him to do?
I tell him to get back, actually.
He just completely ignores you and like gets closer.
No, Ferdinand!
A 5 is he does it whenever you ask him, he just ignores you and does what he wants.
Does the opposite.
And he kind of he goes over behind Maneo, right? Maneo. He goes behind him and he gives him like a nudge. He kind of like wants to be like, he thinks he's real cool. That is Ron's turn. It's Brack's turn. What does Brack do? He's still just sitting there like holding his drink, or what's going on?
Can you delete the guy I killed?
Yeah. Blah.
Brack, he kind of like leans over and he goes, I guess that's my cue to Danica, and he winks, and then he he leaps off of his stool and runs across like the counter across here.
Roll acrobatics for me, please.
Heck yes. Dang it, 11.
With an 11, it's more of like he thinks it's really cool, but you actually just step on the stool and like do like a little step, like you step up, you use the stool as a step and walk up there, and you like kind of start jaunting down.
I feel like that's very
table.
In character, like he feels like he's cooler than he actually is.
Yeah, sometimes you know he's always confident that he is doing the coolest thing. He's got some main character energy, sadly, in his head, but he's funny, you know, he's comical in that. But it's very like nimble still too, where it's like boop boop. Oh, okay.
And then so he's gonna continue the coolness, and he's gonna do a leaping strike on
which guy?
This guy in the front.
Okay, go for it.
Because he wants everyone to see it, so he leaps off. Do I need to do acrobatics for that?
I'm gonna get you to do one more.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna do it in digital this time though, because I don't trust my physical. Nice, 24.
24, dude. He's up high. He's doing kind of the Jordan jump. He's floating almost with his ability. Roll the hit.
So with his short sword, not long yet. He's got a short sword. Roll the hit.
Short sword.
Not yet.
9.
Roll the 9 to hit. He misses. So he comes down and like stabs the wood in front of him. Because that move was so cool, he had a lot of speed, and the wood's pretty weak. And so it's the short sword stuck in the. Let's see. Make a strength check or athletics check to see if the sword's stuck in the wood.
Oh, okay.
D&D is called Pick on Sean.
15.
Oh, he pulls it out with ease. It's like, okay.
And he looks over at Ron and he goes, I meant to do that. And then he pulls out his dagger and he swings to try and stab him with his dagger.
Oh, he gets another attack? Okay.
Hell yeah, I'm a rogue, baby.
So rogues get 2 actions, and then they get... Okay,
the dagger is a bonus action.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
The second,
animated. Perfect. Thank you. That's why I was...
Ron says, I like your spunk.
Yeah, I like it.
22.
And we're all really good about looking at our sheets and telling each other, I trust these guys with the rules. If you hear me asking, as a DM, if you're a first-time player, there's so much to manage. It's okay. Like, ask your player. Another thing I think that's important about D&D is people need to be willing to listen, and if they're going to play, they have to know how the mechanics work and learn together and trust that player to know the mechanics too.
We had training wheels for a few months there.
We had to. Well, Eric was a first-time player.
Yeah.
And then
There's nothing wrong with it. We still had a blast.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's how you have to play, I think, when you first start. For anybody listening.
I DM'd for Casey originally and stuff, and most of the time I've DM'd in the past, and I feel like
I don't think you've DM'd for a year and a half, sir.
It's been now, yeah, I haven't DM'd in a while, so it's been nice. But I feel like, especially when everyone's new, it's like you got to give a bunch of leeway. But then eventually, it's like I feel like it's up to the players to know their character, especially. But casters can be really tricky, so then I feel like it's okay for like players to be like helping each other.
Yeah.
You know, a bit, because like some characters have a lot of mechanics to manage or stuff like that. But
as a newer player, I can definitely appreciate the times I've had to have my hand held. So,
and it never took away from the fun.
No, that's
the
an
ultimate
important
goal.
thing, and everybody in the group needs to respect that, and that's the other thing too. And that was a big thing about this group. Chemistry is really important. So
Yeah.
on that note, roll the hit for the dagger was a 22. That definitely hits.
Yes.
Roll damage, please.
It does a little pierce.
Ooh, an 8. Where do you hit
damage
him? Where do you hit
plus
him?
sneak attack.
Oh, plus.
I'm gonna stab him right in like through the neck part, right up here, like in the very beginning of the movie Troy.
Yeah, that. He seemed to.
That
he
move.
doesn't like that. It is now Finnan's turn.
Oh, plus the 3 sneak attack damage.
It wasn't. Isn't that already in there?
It was already in there.
No. Total. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
5
Yeah,
piercing
see,
plus
Oh, it
3
is.
sneak attack.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Well, no, that's the max damage, I think. Right?
Roll damage. Oh no, I think it just rolled the sneak attack in it. Because it says
Yeah,
5 piercing,
that's
3
cool.
sneak.
Yeah. That's we're talking about roll
So
20.
ignore the second 3.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh, man.
8 damage. Yeah, he's bleeding kind of heavy, like it kind of squirts out. Finnan, you're up.
All right, Finnan is going to cast, for his action, he's going to cast Eldritch Blast on this guy right here.
The guy that
He's getting beat
Brack
up.
just stabbed.
Yes.
Go for it. Is
Yes.
there a roll for hit? There's a roll for hit on Eldritch Blast.
Roll. So let me bear with me here.
No, it's okay.
I appreciate
Eric
it.
has played a warlock only one other time. We're all newer
Beautifully,
players.
I might add.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
And again,
yes.
casters
Yes.
are casters are the most complicated thing in all
Yeah.
of like D&D.
If you're as a player and you're kind of worried about the mechanics, the easiest class they say to play, and it's not a knock on the class, it's just pretty straightforward, is fighter. Fighters are melee classes that do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and
It's a good
but
introduction
warlocks-
to some spells too.
Yeah. If depending on your subclass for fighter, yes, absolutely. All right.
Okay. So I will. So I rolled a 14 to hit.
Okay. And it's out. Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll the damage, please.
Roll the damage. The damage is a D.
As he's
I
doing
believe
that, I'm gonna
It's a
jump
D10
in.
with no.
Ronwin.
So seven damage.
It's a D10 with no modifier. 7 damage. Okay, Ronwin does what?
Ronwin senses the fat one's presence around Finnan,
Ooh.
and I give him a disgusted look.
I don't think. I think you sense a presence of darkness, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't know.
Okay, yeah, not
Ugh.
sorry. The metagaming. It,
Yeah.
Excuse me. The fat one has a very. When you say darkness, I want to emphasize the depths of the evil within the fat one's soul.
that's right. I don't sense the depth. I just sense that it's there.
Yeah, you're like, ugh. You get a chill down your
Especially
spine.
since you
almost.
just casted a spell. Like it really like
Yeah.
calls
If
my
What-
magic
what
is
color-
not the norm.
What color is your Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, what color is it?
Oh,
Like, what
God,
would the fat
what-
one's influence?
Oh, I know what it would be.
change color?
It'd be blue and white, like if they were anime characters and they all had to fight
No.
the Dark Lord. Or
It
no,
would be brown. It would be brown.
it's brown. It's just brownish, like this brown fire comes on his
It
head.
is-
It's like
There's
It
the
is- it is a
sulfur
bra-
odor in the air.
It is a brown odorous beam.
Gross.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Um,
Yeah,
7
there's
damage.
like a small scent of sulfur. I agree, and maybe chipotle.
Yes.
Does he survive that?
Oh
day?
no! How does this guy die, Finnan?
He goes, oh no! As he gets hit with it, and he falls over.
Yeah, and it's like you just see his eyes roll back. It's like just he has a seizure and dies. It's kind of
He's just-
violent, but not.
He's disgust. He's like disgusted, and he dies with the most disgusted look on his face.
It's not. Yeah. He is gone.
And for the bonus action, I would like to, and please tell me, bear with me on this one because I might be stretching it here, but this is the only thing I can do. I'm going to use 2-weapon fighting. In his offhand, he's still holding his glass of chocolate milk.
Okay.
He
You want to throw
throws
it?
this-
You want to throw it?
He throws this glass of chocolate milk at this guy right here.
He does have 2-weapon fighting. I just want that to know that it's on the character sheet. Okay. I'm gonna say roll to hit Just a straight D20. I don't think. I guess Thor would be
I'm
athletic.
not 20! I'm not 20 on the roll to hit for the chocolate milk! How much damage can this chocolate milk do? Remember,
A 1. It does 1. It does 1.
Hold on. This was out of date chocolate milk. Give me a 2.
Okay, I'll give you roll a D4. Give me a D4.
Does that affect the damage?
Or no, flip a coin.
It could have a little
Flip a coin.
sourness in it, and
I'd
yeah.
say flip a coin. If it's
Right,
head,
gets in his eyes.
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
If it's head, it hits him in the eyes.
Gets
For
an
2. If
infection.
it's 1, it just kind of comes out his head.
I don't have a coin. How about a
What are the
D4
Pokemon
even
coins?
or
What are
odd?
the Pokemon coins that you have? I know Eric does our Pokemon show on here, and I know he's the app.
Casey, they're not like in a convenient place to grab.
Okay, I'll roll it. I'll roll it.
Yeah, you flip the coin. Give me a proxy roll.
Okay. You go ready? Actually, you know what? We can do it in chat right here. We can do it in chat.
I have a coin right here. I could have flipped
You
it.
got a 1. Okay. Hit him in the, 1 his head, 2 his tail. Gets him in the eye. Gets him in the eye for 2 damage. It was this one right here.
Yes.
Okay. That is Finn's turn to go back to Mineo.
All right, and so as again the guy that I smashed in the face is now no longer there. I go to pull out my giant axe,
Yes.
and as I do that, I kind of take a look around and I look at Ron and I say duck, and then I just take the absolute most massive swing, and over Brack's head. I would like to strike this one.
Okay.
If that's within reach.
So do you tell Brack Duck?
No.
Brack already knows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so large that the only person that I see that's within eyesight is Ron.
Ron,
with his
give
8 foot
me a
size.
dexterity check with advantage.
Nat 20.
All right. We might have to
Nice.
start making some of these in chat.
No, I swear, I have to take a
He
picture
jumps
right
on.
I know you will.
He jumps and rides the axe into
Yeah.
the enemy.
Yeah.
Okay, roll the hit. You're hitting this guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me move you up. Do you want to move up toward them? Yeah, you do that. Actually, you have the reach from there, yeah. Okay, 17 hits. 17 hits, roll for damage.
All right. And then because this is a strength weapon, it says +2 melee damage with
I made a
strength weapon.
mistake. Are you just using your axe, right?
Correct.
It's just the D12
1d12 +4 +2.
Where's the 2 from?
The rage.
From Rage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
That's
No,
what I'm saying,
and
it's
melee
not-
damage with a strength weapon. Yeah, I believe it's a strength weapon. Great axe is a strength. Yes, absolutely would be.
Okay. So +2 on top of this.
Okay.
Huh.
You got a 5. All
So
right,
7.
sick, dude.
Wow. A lot of build up for nothing. And he just goes, ah!
And that guy's like, like he didn't hurt him. He's like, ow, dude.
Yeah, but he in the rage he accidentally rotates his wrists, and so instead of the sharp side of the axe, it just is the bludgeoning more hit side.
Yeah,
Pissed.
yeah. It is definitely a strength point. Is Great Axe a strength weapon?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a strength weapon in D&D. I want to confirm.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Okay. And is that
And
your
so
turn?
he just wallops him, and then yeah, he kind of just prepares and protects Ferdinand.
I would
gets in,
say,
Because
In-
as a bonus action, could I ready for the next or?
as a bonus action, you do have 2 weapon fighting, but you're using your 2-hander, so you can't
Yeah.
attack with that. That wouldn't make sense. And you already rage, so that's kind of as a level 3. You only have 1 action right now. I think at level 5 you get more actions. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of the barbarian. But right now that's kind of all you can do.
I swing my
He-
axe, but
he
yeah,
raged
I don't
on
have
the
to like
first turn,
prepare
yeah.
to.
What was that, Sean?
Didn't he rage on his first turn?
Yeah, he's already raging. He doesn't
Yeah,
have
it
to
lasts
rage.
for 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hold that axe ready to make sure that no damage comes to Ferdinand.
Okay. Yeah, Ferdinand's fine. He's
Can I
behind
like
you.
cover him?
Yeah,
And, like,
you're kind
keep
of
up?
you're puffing up. You're gonna okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll give you your shielding, Ferdinand. All
Yeah,
right.
make sure no damage.
It's actually I screwed up, and I'm gonna make that my fault. I didn't ever do the main boss guy's turn,
Oh, that's the main boss. Good enough. Good enough.
or the bigger the guy with the big name. The guy with the big name,
Yeah,
not main boss guy.
excellent.
But I should have phrased
I mean,
that. I think of it in
that's
video
what
game. He's the character in JRPG that doesn't have the same color outfit on as the other.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the unique skin. He's
Okay.
blue. The other three are red. And
How much
I'm
health
gonna
would
give
you
him
say that
his
he had?
turn now because he was supposed to go after Finnan, but Finnan's turn with chocolate milk went a little got me
Sour.
It was so good.
sour
It was
chocolate
Milk.
milk that he
so
loves.
creativity.
That he loves.
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
Okay, he's gonna try to hit Brack. Brack. Here, I'm gonna do this in
He's
chat.
gonna say no.
Does that hit?
Brack
Does the
doesn't
19
consent.
hit?
Yes.
Okay.
You already know you have all of our ACs written down.
I know. I just want you to say it.
Admit
It's
it.
3 damage. And he gets a multi-attack, and he's gonna try to hit you one more time.
Which chat are you doing this in?
I'm doing a roll
Yeah,
20
what chat?
on our roll
No,
20
you're not.
chat, which I think that part that screen we have on the side. I think we'll put that chat there in the future.
Oh,
Hunter.
that's our private chat.
That's how we
Yeah.
talk.
No.
That's-
On the screen for the Twitch watchers at home.
Yeah, it's our
So that's
private
how we
chat.
talk.
Yeah, don't do it.
Over there, where it says Casey Dungeon Master underneath
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the
Did you
interlay
see
screen.
talking about you swearing?
I'm talking about no. Oh yeah, I know. No, not in roll 20. I'm talking on the Twitch screen. You know how there's the square under me, the rectangle under me.
Yeah.
That is Twitch chat.
Why doesn't it show up on the Discord?
It's
It's
not,
Twitch
there-
chat.
nobody's-
It's not. It's
'cause
not.
nobody's talking.
Never mind. Yeah, I know that. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying we. Oh, yeah,
Maneo
we're
is so
talking here.
confused. He doesn't
Got you. Never
understand
mind.
Twitch.
Never mind. And got.
That's
I got
how
you,
that
I
how
got
you
you.
drunk.
That is Twitch chat. My bad. And
We can talk in Twitch
okay.
chat.
Shoot, no, you're good. Okay, he rolls to hit again. Wait, no, wrong one. Here we go. And that is a 16. Definitely hits. And he's just swinging this maul at you for a 7, so he's hit you for 10 damage. How's Rack feeling right now?
See, are you sure you're rolling these? Oh, you're rolling them in.
I'm in chat.
Discord.
Yeah, I'm
Why
rolling in
did-
roll 20.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Roll 20.
Oh, it says 2 GM. I can see them on my screen. I can
Yeah,
see
Yeah,
you're
you're doing
Yeah.
private rolls.
Which is fine.
Yeah, how do I make
You
it
wanna do
public?
it that way.
Oh, okay. I'll screenshot it so you know I'm not
No,
lying.
it's fine. It's fine.
We, we
But-
trust you.
Those are
Yeah.
your behind the screen rolls.
You can make up whatever rolls we want as the
Go
DM if
ahead.
you want.
No, that's fine. I'll make them up as I show you this
I watch
picture.
Session
But
Zero.
what
This
happens
is your
to what's
world.
going
We're
on to
just
your
living
boy
in
right
it.
now?
That's right.
How about you tell us what happened to
It was just funny because you were like, I'm rolling the chat. We're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Okay. I was like, all right.
We love you, Casey.
Okay.
But traditionally, the DMs
I need to
don't
set it.
show their rolls. So.
I get
Whatever.
it. So what happens to Brack?
He hit him the second time.
He hit him for 10. He's had 10 damage now. He hit him for 3.
Oh,
the
he
first
goes
attack.
he goes down.
So
Wait.
he's out.
Yeah.
And then 7 for the second attack. 3 and 7 for 10. I just linked in our Discord so you guys know I'm not lying. These guys don't believe me. That's okay.
Yes, he is.
Trust issues
He,
from other
he got
campaigns.
knocked out after all that.
Yeah.
Only the guilty are that defensive.
I know, right?
I'm not though. But yes.
Smelt
That
it,
is
dealt
also
it.
It's a
correct.
lawyer that guilty people hire.
Okay.
Mm.
And then this bandit is going to.
Oh, it's a bandit.
And as
This
he went
guy-
down, he did the faint, oh.
Are you unconscious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
out.
on
He's
top.
out. He's
All
at
right.
that's 10 HP. This one's gonna go after Ron. And he has to move past. Okay, Manio, you get an opportunity attack on this one.
Oh yeah, I do.
So when he moves,
He's ready. He's ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll the hit. He kind of runs past Manio, so he has to get to Ron. To Ron when old Ronnie. Where do I go in settings to make my? I'll ask later. Figure it out.
It's at the bottom
15.
next to where it says send. I think you can change it there.
As-
Okay.
As, yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit, for sure.
Hey, I don't have to duck this time.
And he's going after Ron, correct?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
this guy right here.
All right. And so as he does that, I hit him with my axe and say, "Not the duck's owner!"
Okay, roll for damage.
And then +2 on top of this.
Yep. I think it goes in that roll. No, okay. Ooh,
11.
an 11.
It doesn't.
This dude
Yep.
just right to the back, dead. He doesn't do much after, The other one kind of looks around. He looks at Ron. It's like, oh no. Ron, what do you do? Because he's going to start running. You can
Is
kind
he
of
gonna
see it in his
start
eyes.
running? Can I catch up to him to melee range?
You're 1, 2. He's got one. I'm talking. He's already got 5 feet on you, so I'm gonna say you can get close to maybe do a medium, short, long range attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw both my hand. I have a hand axe and a hammer. They're my camping tools, basically.
Do you have two hand?
I do. I have
okay.
two, I
Yeah,
have
go for it.
two-handed
Your action
and I
and
have
bonus action.
martial weapons. So
Go for it.
all right.
I didn't know that. Awesome.
And so it's my action and bonus action are gonna be these attacks. Ooh, that's a 5.
Chill that.
That one. Which one is that? The hammer or the axe?
That's the hammer.
It just ding! It hits like a pot or a pan over here, like break
right.
something.
And then I'm gonna throw my other. Damn, rolls are not good. 11.
Okay. The 11. The knife just. Wait, you said 11?
Yeah.
11 hits.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. And damage is a d6.
I was thinking of the other guys.
All right, I did 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. Good to know. 4 damage, and that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Brack is down. Brack, can you give me a death saving roll?
Or a death survival roll. Wait, how do I roll this?
Yeah.
Actually?
Saving throw.
Saving throw, por favor.
Death saving.
I don't know how to do it in the app, so I'm gonna do it.
You just roll d20.
D20 plus nothing.
A 10.
No, there's no modifier. It's just straight d20. It's a 10.
That's
I
a
don't know, I feel
fail.
very alive.
That's a fail. Yeah, it's gonna be 11 or higher. That's one
Oh,
fail.
there's my change.
Yikes. Okay. If he rolls a nat 1 next time, he is dead already on episode 1. Just a reminder, because we haven't dealt with this much, medicine checks can get him back to stable. So if you want to...
Okay.
What was that, Ron?
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I can just spend an action to stabilize him. It's not a check.
No, it's a medicine check. I know that was it in Pathfinder. How... The Dungeon Master's rules.
Yeah. It literally, if you click on medicine, it says a wisdom medicine check lets you try to stabilize
Oh,
companion.
right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you gotta beat a DC 10. That's the only way you can do it.
Cool. I can do that.
Don't kill me! Kill me.
What happens if he fails? It's just
It doesn't
I don't
do
get
anything
stabilized.
if
If you get a nat 1, it's 2 fails.
No,
If you
no,
get-
No,
if you
it's
get-
not
oh,
him.
it fails?
If he's trying to save me.
In Pathfinder of
can
nat
he
1,
kill
you
me?
get hurt.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that rule, to be honest. It's like malpractice.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I put the
I mean,
spell in wrong.
Good, right? So it fails.
Okay. My
Okay.
medicine's plus
Hit him.
3.
It's your turn.
Been in. Finish
Oh,
it.
it's my turn?
Yeah,
Who's...
It's this guy's
Who's up?
running away.
this guy right here.
Oh, he's running away?
The boss.
Great.
Gotcha. Sorry,
elite.
I totally zoned out. Finnan steps up. Finnan feeling like this is my time to shine. He steps out in front of everybody, in front of Crusher, and he casts Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
20,
Hit.
dirty 20, dirty
Your
20.
20 hits.
This is gonna be. Let me find mine
You roll your
1,000
d10,
damage.
right?
Yeah,
for
Send-
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, it hits him, and you hear him kind of like, he's like by the smell.
he farts a little bit.
Okay, that brings us, because I already gave him his turn, so I'm going to say it's after Mitch's because of my error. Mineo, you have a turn.
Okay. Oh, sorry, can't help you, bud. You're down. I wish I could get the duck to help. And so
Throw the duck.
Right? I was just gonna say. I don't want to hurt my friend, and so I also have two weapon fighting. And
so you're gonna run up to him?
No. Although I do 30 feet. No, I was gonna throw my hand axes.
Throw your hand.
Not your hand wax.
Yeah, not my hand wax. Sorry. Yeah.
You're right here. One.
Because the hand axe says it's 20 to 60.
Yeah, but you can. Yeah. That's 25 feet. You're 25 feet from him.
Oh, so with my 30 feet, I could catch him. He's not actively running away.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to double my speed.
Do you see? No, it's because it's all happening kind of at the same time. Ron wouldn't have been able to do it because he was already one square diagonally from him.
Yeah, I'm wicked fast.
So, Ron, I apologize. I should use the ruler first time. So, Ron, I'm gonna give you inspiration to apologize for that.
Yes.
He'll take it.
I'm not getting it, but I'm just happy for my.
We have it in the group. Oh, I should have used it for me at some point.
Dang, yeah.
I actually didn't hear Casey roll the second hit.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That was my bad.
That's fine. I
well,
can't.
It supposedly he did roll it,
you
so
in his DMs with himself.
These are my friends. They're real nice.
Yeah. So,
all right. What is my name?
Us against you
What's
right
the
now.
Okay, so correct me. I'm not going to throw my hand axes.
You can.
Nope. I appreciate the explanation. I thought he was also running away, so I go not so fast, and I run up and absolutely hand axe, trying to go top over heavy on him.
Because you all have movement. You have every turn you have a movement.
I have movement, and I'm pretty athletic and pretty acrobatic. I can take some wide strides.
Okay. You go up to him. Okay.
Sorry, that's not metagaming.
No. A little bit, but it's okay. It'll be edited out.
I like to push the boundaries. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so this is roll the hit. Here we go. Oh, why is he doing me dirty? 9.
Ooh, 9. The 15 was the hit.
Those are old.
Oh.
Yeah.
9. The 9's the new one? Okay. Yeah, 9 does not hit.
Pot inspiration.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Is that worth it? I don't want to take it away from Spool being able to heal himself.
Well, are you willing to let me die?
I got him.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. Ron's confident he can get a 10. Ron has inspiration too. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. Then yes, I will use that inspiration and give him another whack.
Okay. That pot one's gone.
There we go.
That hits. 18 hits.
All right, and then this +2. There we go. Worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hit me with that inspiration, and you know I'll make it worth it. Ice in the veins, literally.
Yeah.
I'm born in Icewind.
I died for this.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, he's hurting really bad. He the air comes out of him. And he's starting to stumble. It's pretty bad. And that's your turn.
Ron, that's the end of it.
All right, Ron's gonna try and stabilize Brack here.
Okay.
Just touch me.
DC medicine 10.
All right. Oh, that's already I rolled the 12, so.
Yeah, because you have your ranger.
So 15.
Okay, so you are stabilized. You are at 0, but you're not gonna die, but you're still HP. Unconscious. Is it 1?
No, when you stabilize, I think it's just 0.
Yeah, you're hit, even though it has 0 hit
special.
points, but it does remain unconscious. Is the rule. Okay. So he needs a pot, or he needs something to get back up.
I don't have anything in my inventory for that, but
nobody does yet.
I'm gonna use my.
I just need a kiss. I just need a kiss.
He's looking at Dan. I want to say he's everyone's mortified because he's bleeding pretty bad, and he knows he's gonna be okay. And he's looking at. Is he looking at Danica when he says that?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
He just needs some Yeti milk. He just needs Yeti milk.
Yeah. All right. And what was your other thing, Ron?
I'm gonna ready my longbow as a bonus action.
Well, you can also send in Ferdinand.
Yeah, I guess Ferdinand's speed is pretty good. I'm gonna roll up on an 8, right?
Yeah, I rolled a D8.
How big? Ferdinand's big, right? Because you ride
Ferdinand's
him.
like the size
or
of
like use him
Axby.
as like your.
Maybe a little bigger.
Okay, yeah.
He's
6.
like this 6. Okay. A 6. I think you're gonna get all the rolls tonight. Looking like. Let me look back at my table. Okay. Roll me a D20, please.
8.
An 8. He steals from them. He's gotta make a strength check. I'll tell you what he's gonna steal. He rolled a nat 1.
Nice.
So he steals his gold and runs away. And that is for his turn.
I like Ferdinand.
Perfect.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna steal someone's gold.
He brings it to Brack.
Yeah.
Because he just knows.
This will get you alive. Okay, that is his turn. Okay.
That'll do, Duck. That'll do.
I'm gonna say it is because he moved. He's gonna try and move again. Finnan, it is your turn. He's trying to get out of here.
Finnan,
Oh.
He runs like to a stable. He's kind of stumbling out. He's at the door at this point.
Finnan walks up next to Maneo again.
Yep. Okay.
Another Eldritch Blast.
I like. I'm going. And this is the Warlock's Fireball and Eldritch Blast. And 1d10.
Does a 12 hit.
A 12 does hit.
A 12 probably barely hits. For 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, Finnan. When you hit him, this one is just like a little spicier than the others, and it hits him in the back of the head. And when it does so, it makes his neck kind of fly into the door frame and breaks his neck, and he falls.
Whoa.
Finnan,
Is this the first time Finnan killed a man? I need to know.
Yes. As this happens, Finnan's eyes are wide and he doesn't understand how to feel. So he looks over his left shoulder up at Maneo, or Maneo?
Yeah.
Correct.
And just, he gives him the thumbs up and he goes, "Did I do okay?"
Great.
Jeez. Okay. And that. So he's dead. Everyone in the bar is kind of like under their tables watching, and now they're looking. And you see the bard that was like playing the music earlier, the turtle over here, go, "Hell yeah!" Like, he's so happy that you guys won because they've been a pest all week. And like, people start slowly like, "All right, yeah," they're not mad. Let's hide the bodies. Like, this is normal stuff. Scarred Max is like, "All right, let's loot him and boot him." He's used to this.
So Brack's still passed out on the floor.
Yeah, I think
I
think the Danica comes up and gives him like she uses a healing spell, stabilizes you.
Nice.
And she's trying to stay out of it at first. They're just more in awe that you guys were fighting these dudes.
Finnan comes over and he says, "Are you okay? Can I get you a chocolate milk?"
I would love some non-expired chocolate milk, my little friend.
Because he sees the box or whatever.
My little friend.
Actually, it was on the ground next to it when he was passed out.
Yeah. It's what it domed that dude in the head.
Putting through it.
Oh, hamburgers.
Jeez.
But as he goes to move, Maneo grabs Finnan on the shoulder. Not aggressively, but because of the size, it's very hard. And he looks back at the duck, and he goes, "Was he the petter?"
Oh no!
Looking at the duck for approval, like, "Are we okay now?"
He's like, "He is fine, but keep an eye on him."
And so I kind of give him like a little noogie, but in mine it's just a little noogie, but for him it's shaking his whole body around. Yeah. No damage intended, just fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Brack is gonna thank Ronwyn.
Thank you, my friend, for was it you that put your hands all over me and made me feel real nice? I was getting close to life.
And the duck looks at you like, "What?" Like, how awkward that. What?
But I also Brax wants to go loot the bodies for A, any money they had on them, but B, to see if they had any like identification or like where they came from, I guess. Kind of look notes or stuff like whatever information they might have on their bodies. Because I don't know. I don't think Brack or the rest of us know that they were here for Helen, right? Just Mineo knows.
Yeah, but I would like. Was there anything we could search around, because they were the bad bodyguards of that? I know that they had the Torga.
Okay.
The merch company logo on there, but is there anything I had to bring back to the person to get our money and our reward?
Mineo, if you're going to do it, roll investigation, please. Roll with your investigation modifier.
Well, was there anything I needed to return to the...
Well, Helen kind of comes over to... no, there wasn't anything you need to return. Like, Helen kind of comes over and goes, Jesus Christ! Like, she's like,
I'm just
oh my
worried
God.
about the money. I just want the money.
Same.
Why didn't you keep one of them alive? She kind of looks at you like... We could have pressed them for information. We need to know where Torga is. I have no clue.
I pressed them.
She looks around like, no, this is you killed them in cold blood. Like
no information.
She starts exploring the bodies. She's not finding.
She's exploring. I want to explore the bodies.
Okay, go ahead. You can give me an investigation check there, Brack.
+0. Dang it. I got 4. I found nothing, apparently.
On fire.
Okay. No, you don't find anything that makes sense. You know, you can't find any information, no paper, no notes, nothing. Does anybody else want to make an investigation check? Or
can I make a nature check and see kind of like what's on their boots and like where they've been?
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you can get, yeah, sure, yeah. 14. You'll get something good.
4.
And yeah,
what?
You're like, they need to wipe their feet, damn it, before they come in. Like you're just disgusted by their feet, kind of thing. Nothing. Anybody else want to make a shot?
I see you.
Okay.
Oh, I have advantage on int checks to recall information about my favorite foe, which is humanoids. So I take my advantage.
Yeah, for a reroll on nature, sure. Still DC 14.
Yeah. Still no good. 10.
Okay, yeah. You're just like, their boots are worn. You kind of like, but no indicator of like a town or city that you would recall. But everything kind of dies down. Danica kind of before she leaves and goes back to her place, kind of midday. She tells you, Brack, that if you find those, let me say it one more time. I want to say it right. Chewinga. The Chewingas she'll give you a fair reward. And that she'll be back at here and let her know. And she kind of gives you some information that like they're all over town. And she hands you this lantern. And you get the lantern you get is she said it'll help you with them. And that kind of all she says.
Mm-hmm.
What is your interaction with her?
Thank you. I can see in the dark. What do I need this for?
She laughs. It's not that kind of no. This will help you if you this is a lantern of tracking. This is a magical tool. You know, like did you not go to school?
My school was the streets, milady.
Okay, I see. Well, we use this
you may have
in
heard
school.
of them.
It's something maybe most people probably wouldn't see unless they work around a lot of magic. This helps track elementals, so you might find some of their. And then she said, if this turns green, some Chewingas are nearby.
What Chewingas?
That's their name. That's their name. I'm looking at the pronunciation guide. Chewingas.
So it glows green when there's Chewingas.
Afoot, yeah. She kind of explains that there's these she's talking about beforehand, but there are these spirits that most people You know, they're help. They can be sometimes helpful spirits, elemental spirits that help people.
Okay.
Yeah, Chwinga. Chwinga. I really just want to make a Wayne's World Chwinga.
Chwinga.
Yeah.
It's your world. It's your world, Casey.
Hey man, I just want to honor Wizard of the Coast, even though they've been kind of scummy lately with their open D&D stuff.
Does it
honor
have,
people who wrote that?
does it have like a name or an item that I could add to my inventory?
Yeah, it is, and if it doesn't, we
Yeah.
can do that off session. But it's called that tracking. It's what I said just a moment ago. Finnan, you go back to what do you do, Finnan? Do you go back to the dwarf? What are you trying to do?
Finnan walks back over to Ferdinand,
Okay.
and he
Lantern
wants.
tracking. Uh-huh.
Where did Finnan go?
He
Right.
did.
Oh,
Behind
Under Brack.
Yeah, he's under Brack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Finnan walks over to Ferdinand, and he's going for round 2, trying to pet him.
Okay, she's like back in her room. Oh, round 2 in her to pet him. Okay, roll
Yeah.
animal handling, Finnan.
We got an 11 this time.
11. Okay, 11. He lets you. He does not attack you this time.
So we're having like a decent interaction.
Yeah, he's like,
He's bobbing his head though, so you have to you keep missing.
yeah, he's like kind of playing with you a little bit. You're getting like a finger touch, and he does this. Like he moves away after a second, like, maybe no. It's like when you're trying to get a cat to finally like
His
you.
little plume is like flexing.
Just a little.
Yeah.
You touch a feather, and he's like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
he's
enough.
just he wants to pet Ferdinand right now. That's all he wants to do is pet the duck.
Okay. Haruna comes up to you. That was amazing. Okay. Finnan, she looks at you. Oh, and everyone's, hey, I know we said 10. I think if you can do the job, there might be something extra in for you.
I'll jump in. I say, hey boy, come here. Hey,
Boy.
I've been overhearing what's been going on over there, and you won the duck's heart, so I think you're gonna need some help. I'm in.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
But I'm an old furball. We're gonna need some muscle, so you're gonna want to convince those other two guys maybe to come with us.
Brack steps up. I heard you need muscle. Does it pay well?
I was talking more about the actual muscles.
These are all the muscles I need, and he points to his temple.
Yeah, you can be useful.
As I don't mind what happened earlier, that was all part of the plan.
I see a younger image of me in you.
Thank you.
Like Ferdinand shakes his head, and he actually gets kind of closer to Finnan at this point. Like, nah. Like he's sitting next to him.
I'm sitting at the bar just waiting for another drink, kind of minding my own business.
Ferdinand comes up to you and pokes you like towards the group. And you're, come on, yeah, let's move. Because it's still been like, I want to say within, not maybe the 10 minutes. It had you. I'm assuming you would cast animal.
Yeah,
animal, right?
absolutely.
Come on, yeah, let's go. This is the time.
Oh.
We need your help. You're going to help me. I know you have some of my animal brethren. Let's go, yeah.
But Brack
I'm
says,
with you.
but can we hit the shop first? I need to pick up some supplies.
We possibly could.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I came down here anyway.
And then Finnan, you get this sense. You hear the fat one. Watch these men carefully, and when you get the opportunity, bring them to the shop. That is all. Young, innocent one.
Well, yes, fat one. I will do it.
Okay. All right. Finnan knows the whole plan. Okay. Yeah, you can. I'll say you all get one action in shop. You can tell me if you want to go into a shop, what kind of gear you want to buy with your money here, real quick. Everyone can get not an RP, but just a straight
health pots.
Health pots.
Yeah.
So I made a sheet a while back too. Again for this group, we have some homebrewed items and things for potions. With your guys' money, a standard healing potion is 10 gold.
Oh, did we get any money off those dudes?
Oh yeah, we were supposed to get.
Well, I was gonna say,
your
my,
investigation sucked ass.
yeah, my computer froze, but him owes
No, it was
us
like,
each.
this is not the
100
person.
GP.
So Hillen's still trying to talk to me. This is not who I wanted you to kill. Like, I want to make it clear. Now the person I wanted you to kill is going to be looking for us. And I'm going to have to go into hiding.
While
I'm
she's
still
talking
getting
to
slightly
Manio,
annoyed of that. I want my
Brack-
100 gold piece.
Brack's gonna bump into her, and,
At least for me.
and he's gonna try and pickpocket her.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Hell yes, +7, let's go!
Let me look at
19.
one.
Get it. I love that +7.
That's his whole thing, he's sticky fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she would not. Her passive wouldn't be hard enough. Her perception is like a 12. So no, you get it. Okay. Roll me a D10.
That's 12. D10. 4.
4. You get 40 silver.
40 silver?
Mhm.
Dang it! I thought she was rich. He said she had money.
Yeah. I'm slightly puffing up, and I'm saying, I killed Torga, bad guy.
No.
I want.
God, you're so
Win.
stupid. Like she kind of sits and like Skarsmax brings her a beer. He actually brings you all beer.
He's still like raged out, so he's like,
yeah, calm down.
where
Calm down.
is the money?
Calm down. He gets Finnan. He pulls Finnan over. He puts the chocolate milk, not expired this time, for old Finnan. Found some chocolate syrup to have at the bar. She's like, you need to head. And then she goes over to the body and she's like expecting them still, like, okay. She's like, I found one thing. I found a map of where they like to go around, right? In her basic investigation. And she says to you that she wants you to head to. Let me make sure. I want to say it right. That was the other thing. My other thing is, I need you to go. They're going to go to Conic next, and I need you to intercept them there.
How do you know so much about these people? Why are they after you?
I'm the one. Well,
Brack just like kind of butts into the car. Yeah, he's like leans in.
Listen,
Who are you?
Torg's a merchant. She's got a chokehold on this town, and she's taking advantage with Sepith there, and she's hurting a lot of people. And word gets around fast here. I'm looking for her. She has people working for her everywhere. They knew to come find me here. They weren't here to watch you. They're here for me. They've been hunting for me for a couple of days. They were eyeing me the moment you walked in.
Why are they hunting you?
Torga doesn't like anybody talking about her.
Who's Torga? Oh, Torga's the bad.
Yeah, Torga was the, she kind of gives you, Torga is the merchant. I don't know if she kind of explains Mano's situation to you. And I said I'd pay him 100 gold for that body and anyone who helps him 100 gold, not these bodies.
Oh, Brack's
as they're talking, I've leaned over and I've grabbed Brack in that same kind of, aggressive neck, bringing him over, and I say, owes me, because I'm still raging and pissed. Owes me. Speak for me.
I think
I need money to kill Big Crab.
Feels he's owed some money. Maybe just give him a little something, just to...
I will buy your beers for the rest of the night. Skarsmack, put it on my tab, or for the week here, any food you need is free. Okay? Skarsmack knows me, he knows I'm good for it. If you need any type of rations, just get them here.
You got that, big guy? It's not gold, but it's something.
Yeah.
Worth it. Beers.
Yeah.
And then I turn around and get another large one right away.
Okay. Haruna kind of talks over to Ronwyn and Finnan. Okay, so I think we were near the south end of the Dwarven Valley. I would start looking there when things went awry with our friend. And
excuse me, her voice isn't the same.
Oh yeah, she talks like this. Thank you. There's so many voices. So our friend, we were in the Dwarven Valley. we were kind of heading to here, and that's when everything went south. You could probably make it with your ranger friend in about 6-7 hours before Oriel comes out at night and does her thing. I'd get some pots and potions. I don't know what he's going to be like or what we're expecting from him. So she kind of looks at you and explains the whole situation. Ronwyn, Finnan, do you guys head out, or do you try to get anybody else to join you?
Yeah, we're gonna need a little more help than just the two of us.
Okay.
I go where Ferdinand goes.
I mean, you got Ferdinand. That's at least 3.
Ferdinand's a wild card, though.
Yeah. Ferdinand comes up to you and is like,
so we've got two options laid out before us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ronwyn looks to Ferdinand and he goes, "All right, Duck, where are we going?"
Ferdinand, you notice Finnan, can you give me like an Arcana check?
15.
With a 15, you notice he has an aura similar to that of the buff one. To you.
Oh, what?
You're like, and he kind of walks over to Finnan, still watching him, not letting him pet him, just look at him. He's saying, "Follow this guy," he says.
Okay. Well, and I tell Brack and Ao, I go, "Hey boys, the Duck wants to go save these dwarves. Are you in?"
If there's gold in it, I'm in it.
And then
As I'm still chugging that giant beer, just nodding.
She goes, "If you find the ingots, you get 50 silver for every ingot you find."
Hell yeah!
Every ingot you find, 50 silver.
You can't make that a gold.
No.
Gold
Like you look
takes
at her,
that.
she shows you her fingers that are frostbitten. No. she in her ear, and she's touching her ear. And Finnan's already kind of called her out on her disformities, and she's very self-conscious about it. She actually took a D4 of psychic damage off table.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Brack kind of does, almost the he is like this internal. It's like, well, it's not a gold, but something. Maybe we'll get the 100 gold on the way.
Maybe. So I'm guessing you guys are going to. You wanted to stop in town, right? We're going to do that section first here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you all, if not an RP, or it could be what do you do in town? Which and we'll go. I'm going to go in order of your initiative roll from the combat earlier. Meech, what are you doing? And people, if you're ever playing and you need to just make up an order, initiative orders from previous battles sometimes help you subconsciously go, okay, Hugh Dunn is going to go in this sequence. Meech, what are you doing with your money?
Yeah, so if, as mentioned, we have 2 weeks worth of supplies and we're only going on a short trip, then I would just like to go get a few. I would like to get 4 healing potions, standard healing potions.
So that's 40 gold. So take 40 out and you get the standard healing potions. Yep. Okay. And that's what you do? Okay. Ron.
Can we go to 2 places? Because I want potions and a jewel. Are there jewels in town?
There are.
I'm looking at the
Do
jewels.
you have 50? Oh, you probably have more than 50 gold.
I do have more than 50 gold. I'd like to
okay.
get a standard gem if there are any available in town.
I'm going to say...
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because he's been a hermit. I'll say you can pick one, just because of time.
Yeah, no.
Or you're going to add... If you want to go to both, and the group's it's going to add another 2 hours and things are going to get darker.
Wait, can he just take mine then? And then just get
you guys can share your
potions?
pots. You can do that.
I was going to buy pots too. Well, then can I just throw...
Oh.
I'm going to throw 40 gold at you to get me another 4 pots.
Yeah, later. No, because he went first. He's gonna. If you got to make that decision.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
My bad.
Cool. Then I just want a.
Give me 40 gold.
I want a standard quartz. That I'm gonna socket into my longbow to add one.
Okay, so you're gonna add a D6 to your arrow.
Yep.
6. So that's 100 gold right there.
Yep.
Might need to raise some prices for greater. Now that
I warned you. I was like, these are pretty cheap.
Yeah, hold on. Greater. We're gonna do a little quick edit here. for the future that just makes it fair, so you don't get so god strong.
Even like
faster.
And you got an exchange rate on these?
even the +1 weapons being 100 gold is
Alright, to damage bonus, I get a d6, right?
Yeah. I'll say the standard is a 100 still. We're gonna make greater more though. And yeah, for today, say because of I'll say because you're doing the dwarfs things, they're giving you an extra special discount on the jewels.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you can buy one for very reduced cost for future time. Okay. Then that would make it now Brack's turn.
No, I want to gem if they're cheap now.
Yeah, they're good.
Nope, only he got it. No. Yeah, I mean if you have the gold.
Oh, I don't
If you
get to
have
buy
the
that. I
gold.
don't get to buy potions too.
No,
Just
I
one
don't.
store.
No.
Okay.
No. This is the jewel shop's different. It's like
The-
that's what they do.
Are the minor
Good thing I got
prices
that
going
high
to change?
initiative.
'Cause that's all.
The minor prices will stay the same. I will say minor will stay the same, and I'm going to raise this standard to the 500. I think that's more fair for what it does.
Sure.
I want it to be like a special thing. So you got yours for 100, but now, yeah.
Oh, now for everyone else,
Yes.
it's 500. I just want to get healing. I want to get like 4 healing potions.
Okay, so that's 40 gold as well.
Yes.
That price will stay the same. Then it is now. Finian, what do you want to do before you guys head out? Do you want to grab one stop, or what's your plan?
Just 2 healing potions is fine.
That's 20 gold. Okay, so you're all suited out. You are now heading out to the icy lands. We're gonna go back to our. Let me make sure if I have you guys out on this. I don't. Okay. Are you guys bunched up together? Yeah. That helps me. So you make your way and you trek your way out into that frozen tundra.
Look at the duck.
Oh, thank you. Can't forget Ferdy.
Ferdinand's half the reason, or the reason why half of us are going.
Him and the dark arts are among you, getting you together. Okay. It's gonna be black screen, I think, for you because it's dark. You know, you're dealing with the icy cold air. Let me reveal an area. It's black on your screen, right?
See.
Yes. I
did
see
not.
my name though.
Yeah, you guys can see here. Okay.
Yes.
So you're out in the snow. You've made your way. It's been about 6-7 hours. It's much darker. It's kind of getting to deep night. Not, that's kind of how you judge it here. You can see because you have night vision or dark vision.
I don't.
I'm sure Brack does.
I do. I can see 60 feet.
Yeah. And I think dwarves don't have dark vision. Do they? Because they're in the tunnels? I've always forget this. Eric, do you have dark vision?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I
sorry.
figured. Okay. So you can see fairly well. Which way do you guys want to move? How do you want to track? What do you do? What do you do in this other tundra?
Well, I know which way to go. I'm not lost.
Oh, that's true. This is true. Do you want to roll for like tracks?
Yeah, let me see what's around.
And just to paint the scene, Craig Crusher Manio is on his sled. He's got 3 big wolf-like huskies pulling him. The 3 of you are riding. Well, Brack and Finnan are riding regular axe beaks. Finnan's got the little blonde tuffet butters skipping, and then Ron was on Ferdinand, kind of leading the charge, right, as you travel across this icy land.
I want it known that my axe beak's name is Lump, and his tongue tongue dangles out of the side of his.
He's kind of broken. I was gonna say melancholy. I should have made you roll for me. I have a chart, but Lump is fine. Lump is fine. It's your character. I love it. So yeah, that's fine.
I thought of that today.
That's a good one.
Okay, so are we tracking humanoids right now?
You're looking for like the sled, and you know it's a dwarf.
Okay.
Because that was it.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's a humanoid. So okay, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a survival check because I'm looking for tracks. I get advantage on that because I'm tracking my favorite foe, whether or not they're actually a foe. Okay, so that is a 17.
17. Okay, with the 17, in your tracking ability, you see right here. You start to see some. Actually, you can actually see it on my map, right here. See some tracks going this way. If you zoom in.
Oh.
Do you want to follow that? It looks like a sled that was here previously.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
It did about 2 days, but it's really iced in. I would say in those 2 days, there's usually a lot of blizzards, but it's just been really cold. No, not cloudy cold, right? You've just gotten really icy nights. Everything's kind of black ice. Okay, so they head that way. You guys follow behind Ron and Ferdinand.
Follow him again.
Okay, you guys slowly crush through the snow. Keep making your way
Crushing it.
on my way down.
down. Okay, you guys keep moving south. As you keep moving south, you start to make like a silhouette of a sled. Tail end of it.
I see blood. So that's like 30 feet from us.
Yeah, so if you guys do head down to the sled, you guys have played enough video games, so for people that the audio is up, they're like creeping because they know how things work in dungeons.
Yep.
I'm just walking. I can't really see.
Yeah, you're kind of like with them going through. Okay, so let's say you make your way over to the sleds, right? And you notice there's a lot of blood from there.
Brack says, "That's a lot of blood."
Finnan, what do you do?
Finnan's just shocked by the amount of blood. He doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah, this is probably a big culture shock for him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brack's gonna go try and look for loot on the
Oh, jeez.
sled.
Don't eat the red snow cones.
Did Finnan eat a yellow one?
No.
No, he knows better. Okay. All right. Ron, what do you do? Because I think you're kind of leading the group with the tracking.
I'm just gonna start investigating the sled because I'm here to do the job and get it over with.
You notice that there was some type. Give me an investigation check, actually, before I say what you notice.
Ooh, yucky. Investigation. Oh, it's an int.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
none of you are the brightest. We talked about this too.
I
No,
have 10,
but
I
I-
am perfectly
I'm
average.
technically allowed. Am I still tracking a favored enemy? Because I can roll advantage.
Yeah, because it's a dwarf. But that's not. You've tracked him. I'd say this. What'd you roll? Tell me what you rolled.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, with the 3, it's really clear that like the dogs that were attached to this are long gone.
Yeah.
Right. And with your hunting ability, it looks like the dogs ran a different way than the where the blood went. Right. Like it's not. You don't know. Like looks like there might have been an exchange with them. There's a lot of prints. You see the dog's prints. You see some big prints. You're not sure because of where the dog's kind of roughed over it in the blood. If it's with, you want to give me a survival to see what kind of prints they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to do something with Ferdinand if I can.
Okay.
That is
trying.
13.
Okay, with 13, you can't. You know, it's either it could be a polar bear, it could be a yeti, it could be some type of maybe it's a bigger creature.
Some milk.
Milk.
Okay, so I'm assuming I'm going to roll the d8 because Ferdinand does what he wants.
Sure.
But I'd like to give him the command to kind of fly up and circle the area to see if he sees any large creatures nearby.
Okay, I would say because if you get higher than a 4, he'll do it.
On the d8? Okay. That's a 5.
All right. He kind of and he takes flight, and he does he's gone for about 5 minutes or so.
Who's got speak to animals?
I do.
Maneo?
I was just gonna say right before he does that, I would like to just really quickly, right on his beak, I go wow wow wow, and I touch him right on the middle of his beak, and that gives me beast sense, and so I get the opportunity to see through the beast's eyes.
Whoa.
Okay, that's cool. Now the other thing, you
really
you can't see people by you.
Correct. So yeah, but when I do that, everybody notices that I go completely like.
Okay.
Oh, so we got kind of watch or protect your body.
Ferdinand does his circle. He comes back and he's like, bah! He's like,
That's what the hell?
Oh my god, there's a body. There's a big dead body south of here.
I'm gonna poke him.
You're gonna poke Ferdinand?
No, Maneo.
Oh.
While he's in his trance.
Yeah, it just kind of pushes him. Like he's like.
It ruins my concentration.
I would say you. Yeah, it's low. You kind of see you can see a body. It's kind of in a gray and white, like a black and white scale. I would say, right? I don't know what ducks' cones are and what color range they can see.
They see color.
But okay. Then you kind of just see like a desecrated body everywhere, just further south. And there's some prints from it that Ferdinand wasn't super comfortable tracking.
Follow the blood.
9 amazing duck eyesight facts you want to know.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna say you make your way with Ferdinand. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Ferdinand's kind of. Well, I don't understand Ferdinand, but he can gesture.
You've been friends and partners long enough that you'll just kind of.
I know where he's trying to get. He's trying to herd me that way.
Yeah.
Ducks have 360-degree field vision. You know?
Really?
Yeah, they're
in a
birds.
horizontal plane.
Their eyes are on their side. Their eyes are
360
sideways.
degrees.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
That's really cool.
That's why I can't sneak up on him.
Yeah, that's what
They can
how
see
survive.
distant objects 2 to 3 times better than humans.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, look at that body.
PG-13.
Oh,
It is PG. Yeah, you can see a dismembered body and some PG-13. Wait, Rumble of the Bronx is rated R. Never mind. They do put someone in a wood chipper in that. You just see this decimated corpse. There's severed limbs. There's no head. It's just the bottom torso. That is all that's left. Just legs.
That's this one over here.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Is that one of the dwarves?
You can clearly tell that it's like short, little stubby legs. Finnan probably looks at his own and looks at that, and he's like, "Oh my god!" You know.
Brack's I'm gonna hide next to the terrain or whatever over here if I can, just to kind of like keep an overview. Like I'm looking out for something.
You notice that.
Are these ingots we're looking for magical at all? Are they just?
They're just ingots. I would say you didn't ask that for them.
They're only worth 50 silver.
So all you know is that there's a bunch of. Did she? Yeah, they're worth 50 silver a piece. There are a lot of them because that was a really large set sled, right? Yeah. And it got left for a reason. Do you want to? Are you inspecting the area? Are we looking for more footprints? What are we doing?
I'm looking for these ingots.
Yeah. When you looked at that sled, there was no ingots in sight. Like there could have been like a big chest, where the spot would have been a big chest. There was no chest, right? I would say. Do you want to give me a survival check, someone?
Not it.
I got you.
Go for it.
Now it's this Yeti guy.
And I was gonna say I'm proficient.
Good.
Yeah, would he recognize the tracks as Yeti tracks?
Oh, I'm dumb though.
5.
I know these are hard rolls.
Not with the
Yeah.
5, you're just like,
Wow.
dead. Like, yeah, it's a dead dwarf. I would say that.
Yeah.
Are there any crests on his pants? Does he
dead.
share the same crest as?
Yeah, he was their friend. It's
Okay.
clear he was in that same
We're
uniform.
established.
He
Got
has
it.
that mug. Yeah, that was them. That's yeah. You said his name was Ubak. Ubak remains. You found. Ron, why don't you give me the survival check? Because you're the old pro too. You're the hunter.
Oh, that is a 21.
Okay, you see that what's alarming. You know, is there's some type of struggle. The footprints don't initially look like dwarf footprints, but from the dwarf footprints, you kind of make out that there were there's a bunch of small feet, right? Like the track of.
Does my lantern? I'm gonna look at my lantern. Is it glowing?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, your lantern is not glowing.
Oh,
You said yeah.
fake out.
Sorry, I was looking at that. No, I was going to. You just see about half a dozen small humanoid feet, I'd say, with the 21. You can kind of make out that they're different. There's a lot of people. It would be a weird pattern for someone to move like that. And you can see where they go.
So if I'm tracking these creatures, I learn the exact number, how big they are, and how long ago they passed through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a humanoid, you know that these are, I would say, gnome or goblin size feet.
Okay.
And you can tell that they kind of went north and possibly curved off because of how the tundra is.
Okay, I tell the
And you
group.
kind of see that there's also a big pole at the end of all the footprints. It's a square. It's the silhouette of
Like
a
a
chest.
chest, perhaps.
Yeah,
Oh.
a chest. Yeah.
I
Got
recognize that drag mark anywhere.
Looks
Yeah.
like my underwear.
I point.
You can track humanoids. I can track chests.
I was gonna say I point to the tracks to Brack, and I go, hey, looks like some goblinoids came through this area pretty recently. I don't know. I don't recognize what that big square is though.
That's a chest, and I'm gonna lean down and I'm gonna see if I can measure, tell how much weight that chest was carrying. You know.
Yeah. Do you guys want to follow?
Yeah, I
Keep
go move.
moving?
Let's move out. Let's get our.
Okay.
That's
say-
where our money is.
Let me do some more dynamic lighting. I'm gonna say you guys end up about here. You guys are in this range. Oh, Brack is in ninja mode. He's stealthing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got 13 stealth.
Eric, I moved you with him.
His name is Finnan.
Finnan, yeah. From there, with your passive perception, you see in the distance a really big stagecoach. It's ridiculously tall. I want to say it's about 20 feet high, moving, and you can see them from afar. Right? They can't really see you because you're up.
Are they down?
They're down below. They're over here. Hold on, I'm gonna reveal it. I'm gonna say you guys have with your dark vision, and because this thing has a bunch of lights on it, it would be visible to you guys from the distance, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna glow.
Oh,
You see,
Whoa, polar bears.
yeah, you see a big cart with polar bears on the side, and walking around it, you see goblins. And hold on. Yeah, so you see this cart, and you can see the goblin on the back end. These two they have the treasure, that big chest that was being dragged between them.
Where there's
just
goblins,
the two
there's
of them?
gold.
You can see.
I would know.
That means there's more.
Oh, you know. Well, there's definitely more,
Okay.
but I think you can only see these two because of how large the cart is, and they're small.
Okay.
From your angle, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I tell
I'll say, hold on. You can see one more near the front.
I tell the party. I said, hey, there's more than just these two.
Okay.
But I'm ready to sling some arrows.
I look at him. Kill them all.
So does Mano just rush him?
I start walking that way.
Oh, just out in the open? Okay.
Bronwyn starts cracking his back. Twists.
Does the Henry Cavill from
Yep.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, the old man crack.
Fast punch. Okay.
Wow.
Up top, you see this one. You should see the goblin right there, right? You see that one?
Yeah, this one.
We see.
Yeah, next to the bird. No, this one.
Yep.
No, we don't see.
Okay, right here. You see that one now? And next to her, she has a bird that looks like a seagull for some reason. Because it is.
Yes,
And she sees man on the shoulder. Hey! Who goes there?
Oh, so she saw us?
Yeah, because she can see. Did you guys follow Menino?
No, I'm still up.
No?
I'm posted up
Hell
with my
no.
bow.
Yeah, he walks in because she's at the top of the roof, and she sees him and goes, "Who are you?"
I want to talk to your polar bears.
Actually, you know what? Give me a perception check on those polar bears with your animal. No, actually, I'll say animal handling for old Craig Crusher, Menino.
Nice.
21.
21. Okay, you can tell that they're not happy. Polar bears. They seem pretty kind of disgruntled. Yeah.
Your polar bears seem agitated. Let them free.
Nah, they're my friends. She said they love me just like my hawk here. And then she looks over here. You hear that, you know? Whatever the eagle sound is, or not eagle,
The
eagle
hawk
sound
sound.
is. Not a hawk sound. Clear seagull. You know. So,
Mine?
Yeah, that little chitter.
you know that the sound they have. And she's like, I don't think you want to take another step. And as she says that, a few more of her little goblin minions come out and about. They know to stay away from the polar bears too.
All right. Ronwyn hates goblins,
Oh,
and so I'm gonna
is
let
this
it
like a guy named Blaine that hates dwarves?
worse.
Or hates
Gnomes.
Oh, gnomes.
He is a dwarf.
Yes.
That's from our other campaign for anyone.
Yes.
that is.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
I'm gonna loose an arrow at this bitch on top of the. I'm sorry, at this female goblin on top of
No,
the
that's
carriage.
fine. Audio
I
version.
thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the seagull.
Yeah, she's not nice. She's not nice. You do not like her. To you, she's evil. Go ahead and give her a shot.
All right.
If we want to roll for combat.
All right. I'm gonna use my inspiration. I am just. This dice is going back to dice jail. Fuck. Does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit. Her.
Bollocks.
Kind of zings past
Do you
her.
still have your inspiration from earlier? Or did you
I
use
used it, and I still
Yeah.
only got 9.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, so let's roll initiative for next time. That's going to be it, I think, for tonight. And we'll leave the characters on a cliffhanger here in the cliffs and the snow.
Initiative.
And we'll roll initiative for next time. And my name's Casey. This has been our first session of Dice Night. And I've had a good time playing with you guys.
Great.
Do you want to say anything before we go?
Loving
Anyone
it.
have anything to say?
We got a 7.
7? That's what you need to tell me the initiative?
18.
Yeah.
18.
I
It's a
know what I
great
want to
time.
say.
Go
I
ahead.
have some more duck facts to leave us
Yes. Give me one more.
Duck
And it'll
vision
give,
test.
if it's good, I'll give you a good inspiration.
with. Ducks can't see at night, but they can see really well at dawn and dusk.
Okay. Dirty
And
20.
they see more colors much more vibrantly than we do.
Okay. Not good enough for inspiration, but thank you. What does he say for wasting? May God have mercy on all our time. And Billy Madison. Golly. Well,
I feel
no,
like I'm
this
gonna
has
know
been
a lot
really
about
fun.
ducks by the end of this campaign.
And if you like what you listen to, there's description below. This is again the first episode. Tell us what you like, what we can improve on. You can leave a like. You can join our Discord. Come talk to us about D&D there. And if you have any deep Dungeons & Dragons type questions, we love just talking D&D. And we'll be back in a couple weeks. And actually on Monday, I'm interviewing another Dungeon Master for Table Talk. And you'll see more about that on Monday morning. I don't want to spoil it in case things fall apart. Interviews have been crazy lately. On that note, me, Hunter, take us out. Everyone have a good night.
Night, everybody.
Bye.